Hey everybody, welcome back to our game of Dragonlance. For all of you, we've always been here and you're just watching the next video. But for us, we have been on a break for a few months. So expect some rust, especially from me. And let's begin the catch up. So in our last session, our parties managed to find one of the ancient broken down waygates. Except there was something curious about it. There were signs that it had been used, much like our party has been making use of the ones they have found scattered throughout the northern wastes. While I am talking about the northern wastes, our players may take this opportunity to open up the map and refamiliarize themselves with the situation they're in. Now, upon inspecting the portal and realizing that it had been used, discovering a backpack full of trail rations and coded messages, our players determined this is probably used by the Red Dragon Army. And so they went about trying to, suss with each other about, hey, should we use this or not? Ultimately deciding to give it a go. So, with an extreme amount of luck, Trixis magically picked a portal that was overlooking the destination they were planning to travel to eventually. The portal opened up onto a plateau high above the canyons in the giant's spine. This offered a commanding view of where the Red Dragon army had encamped itself. Around the ruins of an old wall of natural stone, their numbers were alarmingly large. They plugged the crevice that would lead into where we suspect this mysterious city of lost names resides. Now, unfortunately, their numbers and the presence of them necessitate help. It is quite clear there's no way anyone is going to successfully sneak through hundreds of soldiers with aerial patrols scouring the landscape. You will probably need the help of the very thing you've been leading through these wastelands, the Calaman army, led by Darrett Highwater, which is here to help bring justice to Lord Soth, who attacked the city of Calaman and slew its leadership. We are here to prevent him from succeeding in whatever goals he wishes to accomplish, either for his own means or through aiding the Red Dragon army. And that's where we will resume our session, with our party having successfully avoided detection, sneaking back through the portal to reconvene with Darrett Highwater, let him know where the Red Dragon army is, and determine marching orders. Whether we decide to immediately head for the giant spine, taking advantage of our the fact that we haven't been detected, and perhaps taking advantage of the element of surprise, or if we still hold out hope for our captured companions at Camp Carrion Clay, and whether we will head to Sky's Tears and attempt to free them, or will we head to the northeast, where our friendly elven mage had requested help tracking down mysterious magical phenomena. That choice our party will have to make in this session. And with that being said, welcome back to Dragonlance, everyone. You now sit at the exit of that. You now sit at the exit of the portal previously mentioned. The harsh desert wind is biting on your face, and the sun sits high in the sky. You have half a day's worth of travel left to you to decide where you wish to go. And before you do depart, I would like to know who is leading the party, because we're going to have to roll wilderness checks. Welcome back.
I have a survival of 4, gentlemen. What do y'all have on your character sheets?
6.
Ooh,
6?
that might be
Upper
our.
lessons. Oh man,
Mine
Thrag
one.
has Thrag has 3, so he will take a back seat.
How much did Alex have?
1.
1.
We should have
Frixus?
Alex roll then.
1 as well.
1 as well. Okay, I think that's gonna be Joseph.
Alrighty.
But I can cast
where-
guidance.
So where are we going? We're out in the wastes, right? Because we
Yeah.
did the portal thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're outside the portal now. So are we heading back to camp to tell them, or
Where we have
Well, we're
that
next to a portal. We could just portal back to camp.
there is that.
did we write down the code to the camp portal?
Yes, I believe we have that. So that would be quicker than I thought. If we can use this portal to go back there.
The portals do work on a pairing system.
Got it.
So the other portals you're thinking of are already paired with each other and would not be accessible with this portal.
So we would have to move on foot. Got it. So, what's the closest distance? Is it the camp? I'm looking at our 2 small circles we have here.
You are about as halfway as you could manage to get on this grid system between the portal that would lead you back to Darrett,
Okay.
or the Camp Carrion Clay on top of Sky's Tears, and also slightly further northeast of there, where the mage is.
I will argue for Carrion Clay, because that's the reason we came out here to begin with, before we head back and give that information. But if we feel the information, what we found is incredibly important, I don't think Josephine will protest. Josephine's fine either way, but Ed would say potentially Carrion Clay, since we came all this way anyway. What are our thoughts, gentlemen?
I
mean,
I agree, but this portal and we basically have a straight shot to the enemy the main enemy encampment.
Agreed.
well, how close is Carrion Clay to our current location then?
About it's about the same
a day.
distance. Yeah, same distance as it would be.
So we're equidistant either way. So
Mhm.
we're gonna be spending. So we can either go back and come all the way back to Carrion Clay, or go to Carrion Clay and all the way back at the same amount of distance, no matter what we choose.
Could just agree not to risk our lives at Carrion Clay if we're worried about dying and not coming back with the info. But maybe we have to risk our lives when we get there, since we are playing to save somebody. So
Another detail that we may not remember from the previous session is that Darrett is currently breaking camp and preparing his men to move through the portal. And it will take a considerable amount of time with how large the army is. So even if you ran back right now, relaying that information would benefit just in that they have it.
Mhm.
You wouldn't be able to move out right away with
Right.
the army.
Right.
Plus, isn't the army probably still like a day or so away from the portal?
Most of it, yeah.
Yeah, and that portal, the portal they know about is like halfway there, right?
Right.
Like we gave them the coordinates to one of the portals.
Yep.
Yeah, you
or
gave
that
them
we were using
coordinates
for that.
to the portal that is the southwestern circle on the Kalaman region map. So that's the one they're heading towards.
Cool. Well,
What we need to do is get them to build some siege engines.
yeah, that would probably be beneficial for them. But what are our votes for direction? I'm going Carrion Clay. Sounds like Dustin, you said Carrion Clay.
Yeah. If it's equidistance, then it doesn't matter.
Okay, Josh.
And we're on a timer for Carrion Clay, right? Because we're going to grab someone. and eat them, right?
Potentially, if they're not already
Okay.
gone.
I mean, Carrion Clay then, if we're going to find someone.
Okay.
'cause, Yeah.
That is majority. But I'll.
I was recruited for that.
Okay.
It'll make
Because
a very
the options
confusing
were Carrie and
player
Clay or
moment,
going to
but-
the other guy.
Going to the
Is that-
wizard guy too, but we can
Yeah,
still do
okay.
that part. I think that was our plan to go see him after Carrion.
Right.
But with the new
We're wondering
information,
if
maybe
we're
we
on,
turn
like,
around
a timer
after.
or anything.
Yeah,
I
because
don't know.
I'm thinking the urgency of the information is like
Right.
it's high, but someone's potentially dead before we get there. So
Let's do Carrion first, get the situation, and then decide where we go from there. How's that sound?
yeah.
All right,
we can
Carrion
start.
it is, Dungeon Master.
And that we wanted to kind of think through another plan for that, right? Because we know it's like 30 guys.
Yeah, let's scout it out again. I think once we get there and be careful.
You know,
We have a wizard
Um,
this time as well.
It's
We
true.
have the option of fireball.
We could also roll a random encounter before we even get there and get blown away. So let's just see if
Yeah,
we
that's
even get there in the
true.
first place.
I mean, the waters did flush out whatever's in here, so we probably got a better chance of traveling now.
right? Oh yeah, we finally got the
For the
water.
first time.
We said it with Kyle did the mummy face.
I think there was
How did
water
we
the first
find
day we
the-
were going to.
the map again? What is that under?
you want to go to images, and then under images it should be Northern Waste
Wait,
Map unkeyed, and you want to hit uncategorized.
Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
I've shared it with everybody again, just in case. All right, so we're heading back out there. That's great. Nothing bad could happen. Please, whoever is leading, give me 2 wisdom saving throws, or nature checks.
Let's
Wisdom
see
what, you mean
images.
survival? I hope.
Nature.
Or am I doing nature
sorry, 1 nature and 1 survival.
Okay, I'm gonna
I can
fumble
do
the
the nature part.
Oh yeah, can we
Yes.
split those up or no?
Whoever has the highest with nature can, but whoever's leading the party needs to make that survival check.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll take survival. If someone's got better nature,
1 in
then plus
nature.
0.
I will nature.
Okay.
-1 in nature.
All right, Thrag should do the nature check.
You can feed me the bad information before we go.
Guidance myself. 19.
Ooh, wow. How's that character sheet, Josh?
Oh, I'm rolling survival now. I thought we were gonna get the. Okay,
Oh, nope,
cool,
right
go
now.
on.
Ooh, +6.
All right, cool. How are we doing food and water for the day?
I'll cover one of those. I think which one's more important to us right now? We have food, right? But water's harder to come by. So I have +4 survival. I'm gonna hit. I think I've done water in the past, and Thrag has done the other one. So let's just hold to that. Are you cool with that, Dustin?
Yeah,
If-
yeah,
Okay,
that
cool.
works.
Okay.
If you and I want to swap next time too, Ed, like you take navigate and then I, just kind of even out our chances of finding.
I like you with the +6 because getting a random encounter is harsher than not having food, in my opinion.
Oh, okay. I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, 10 for the water.
Perfect. All right, so you will be able to find enough water to maintain for the day, but no extra.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. Rosalind, please roll a d10 for me.
Oh no.
Was Thrag doing food?
Yeah. Survival.
Okay.
Oh,
Yo.
Woo! All right.
I have found this elk.
Yeah.
In the middle of the
I have
freaking
found
desert
this-
wasteland.
I have found an In-N-Out.
In the desert.
I have found an Arby's.
It seems to have died of heat exhaustion for some reason.
Heat exhaustion.
The
What?
entire hobbies is dead from heat exhaustion. It's free to loot.
Amazing.
All right. So, yeah, you find a shipping container filled with Arby's fries that have been cooked in the desert sun so they're safe to eat.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna need extra water down there.
Grease
Oh, it's too
sauce.
salty.
Oh, I have no wet naps to wipe my salty, greasy fingers.
Take 10d10 psychic damage.
Dexterity saving throws to hold on to your weapon due to the grease.
Amazing.
All right, so the weather today is as dry as it has ever been, and you note that the wash has receded, leaving the canyons open to travel.
Okie dokie.
This will allow you to make a straight shot to Sky's Tears, which is good.
Carrion Clay?
Sorry, Sky's Tears is the name of the plateau Carrion Clay is on.
Right.
No, that makes sense.
All right. So, our party will be able to make their way there. Now, in your travel, you will, in fact, have an encounter. Now, it is up to you to decide whether or not you wish to partake in it. You see a collection of Dragonel riders currently engaged with wild Dragonels in the sky. They are locked in an aerial battle about 250 yards away. You have been undetected, and you are about halfway to Camp Carrion Clay. Do you want to engage with one faction or the other, or do you want to continue to slip by unnoticed?
What are our numbers? What do their numbers look like?
Their numbers are... Close the window. Why? Why did I close the window?
He figured we were dead already. We didn't need to count.
Okay. You see that they are 3 Dragonels with accompanying riders, and they are engaging 2 wild Dragonels.
Mm-hmm. Do you have an illustration of the Dragonels? By any
Mhm.
chance? Can we see that?
Yep. Sure.
Just so we know what we're dealing with.
Any visible heraldry? Like, do we know what faction these Dragonel Riders
Good
were part of?
question.
The only faction you have seen riding Dragonels is the Red Dragon Army. They're far enough away that any heraldry beyond just the fact that they're armored riders is difficult to make out.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. I'm glad you showed us the image.
We fought one of these.
3 of these. They're already fighting 2. So 1 by themselves. Ooh, boy. What would we get out of this, you guys think? If I'm asking the party, obviously not you, Kyle, but the...
Oh yeah, I'll pull up the loot table.
Yeah, pull up the loot table. What are we looking like points-wise? Yeah.
So,
But what, yeah.
my head ran through 3 scenarios, right? 1, we try to engage them. We help the wild Dragonels kill them, but then the wild Dragonels turn on us, and at that point we're probably already low.
Yeah, I don't know if our animal handling is, like, awesome to make friends or not.
Yeah. Scenario 2, the wild Dragonels turn on us because we're easier to eat,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other guys just know where we are, fly away, and warn everybody.
Sure.
And then scenario 3 would be actually like killing them and having something good happen, but I don't
Well,
know.
I'll insert in a scenario 3, which I think is our best option if we were to engage, which would be wait for just the right moment. Basically, be be third-party assholes in Apex,
Mhm.
where we wait to just the moment where they're done fighting, and then we jump in on their weakened state to attack, which that is an
Especially if we
option.
get a moment where they're all all within 40 feet of each other at the farthest distance.
For AoE stuff. I would. What kind of AoE stuff?
Oh, I
Element.
Whatever.
What element?
whatever element you want it to
Oh,
be.
okay, whatever element we want. So probably. I don't know what resistances they have, but
Ice ball.
yeah, something that you think would not be cut in half.
The limits for fireball are can do fire,
And the yeah.
cold, lightning.
Right. If you can alter it. The only thing is I think my main question remains is what do we get out of fighting them as characters too? I know I'm doing a lot of out of character stuff, but I'm trying to think mechanically.
Like
What
there's
do we,
the X.
Befriend the Red Dragon Riders.
that is befriend the riders.
We don't befriend the riders.
The riders are
They're
our
Red
enemy.
Dragon army, so that's already like
You mean befriend the
they're
actual
starting at
dragons?
negative.
Well, I mean the other way around. We rescue them. And they go, "Oh, thank you, you helped us."
Oh, I
think
mean
they're just trying
maybe.
to capture more Dragonels to take home.
Right. I mean, is the dragon army? Do we know if they're just hostile to anyone who comes near them? If we were to help them and just say we're travelers in this region, maybe they don't. Maybe they think we're cool. I don't know.
So far, the Red Dragon army has established the reputation that they are here to take whatever they wish, and
Right.
you either submit to their boot or break under it.
So yeah, there's
Okay.
no friendship there.
So
I
no friends with fascism. Yeah.
no.
unfortunately.
If we still had a druid, I would say it would be more viable because potentially we get dragon friends. But without one, it seems a little without a high check for animal handling. It seems not as probable, or at least convince.
Plus one.
Or maybe I don't know if they speak a language. Honestly, I have no clue. Probably
They do
Draconic.
speak Draconic, I believe.
Maybe they're convincible. Conversation. I will say I don't think it has enough surface value to engage in. I would see it from a military perspective, where Josephine's coming from. It's not worth the loss of assets.
The other, I guess the only reason that it could be good is if they happen to also be assigned to Camp Carrion Clay,
Right.
and we have an opportunity to take out some of them. But
Because they
where,
were just
where are
attacked,
we
so
in
they-
relation to that?
Right.
You're about half of your remaining travel time there. So you're maybe
Because we're on horses.
you're like one
ways.
grid away. This is not close enough to determine whether or not they're attached. Also, you didn't see any Dragonel like roosting areas in Carrion Clay either.
Right.
Yep.
Unless they received temporary reinforcements, which it's been a while. I feel like those. I don't know how long those would stick around. Let's just go down for another vote. I feel like that's the fastest way to do it, unless someone has another idea. But I'll just say pass from me.
Also, I'll vote pass.
Yeah,
I
I'll
pass like sneak by them and just keep going.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
like avoid the conflict because they'll either thin each other out or whatever. Because us getting involved is no good either way.
Okay, that's a majority saying pass. I need a group stealth check.
That makes sense.
My favorite thing.
I thought that would be
Hooray!
happening.
Disadvantage.
Oh yeah, do we have any do we have an ability to make didn't somebody have like a pass without a trace? Should we be using that here? Or did nobody have that?
I
losing
have
my
it.
mind. Okay.
Do we want
I
to
don't
use it?
think-
Or...
Oh, you do have it?
Yeah.
I will leave that 100% up to you and just make my roll anyway, and you decide if you want
Look,
to waste the resources.
Probably
Well, I
fine. They're
think you
pretty far
usually do
away
it
and fighting
before.
each other.
Okay, yeah, let's just get the rolls in. We do have some disadvantages. And I think you have to make the decision before anyway. Because you can't be like, let me see these rolls really quick. Okay, yeah, I'll use it. goodness. -1 at
I
disadvantage.
rolled 2 2s.
I mean, this is not bad
I
for
think.
You did.
Because it says I dropped a 2. Or no. Yeah, it says I dropped a 2.
me. Amazing.
Well, our group will attempt to slink away as best as they can, continuing their travel towards Camp Carrion Clay, and hopefully avoiding any detection. The rest of the travel for the day will be uneventful, and as the sun begins to set, you find yourselves at the base of the plateau that you remember to be the natural structure that Carrion Clay is built on the crest of. And that is where you will break camp for the night, unless you want to ascend and risk.
I'm just thinking. Keep going.
And risk suffering exhaustion for traveling farther, but you'll be starting on the top of the plateau at the beginning of the day.
What's that first level of exhaustion look like?
I believe it's just a penalty to skill checks.
Right.
Yeah, skills only first level exhaustion.
I feel like we're gonna need skills, probably. I'm for just camping.
Camp's good.
Yeah.
Okay, camp it is.
It's good.
All right.
Good spot.
Give me that survival check. This close to an enemy camp, picking up a good, relatively stealthy spot is important.
Truth.
And it does appear that you find one. What does this stealthy camp near the base of a plateau look like?
I mean, there's a lot of rocky outcrops out here. Maybe there's a spot at the bottom of the plateau that's kind of carved out from underneath with a giant overhang. Maybe there's a cave in the back of it. You can find plenty secluded area back there.
Perfect. And that's where our party will camp for the evening. Oh wait, I can do this. Is it on combat tracker?
It is on combat tracker.
No. Capic Draconian doesn't need to be here.
Flying sword.
yeah.
Joseph isn't down here.
That's Thrag's
Oh,
flying
no.
sword.
Greg has it.
Yeah, that's my flying sword.
Get that bonus action.
And long rest.
Excellent.
I also set up if we have a cave sort of thing, I set up my bubble at the front of it, try and block off it.
Right, because we have the tiny hut, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh my god, Tiny. You just brought back so many fucking memories in my head. Forgotten all about that.
We practically lived in one of those.
Bubble life!
Bubble life. You know what would be kind of cool? If you had two wizards and they both cast Tiny Hut and they could be connected with a tunnel, like when you bridge two tents together.
There's two tiny
kinda
huts and a
could.
big blanket.
You do you overlap them slightly.
Yeah,
Spot where you can be in both.
best slumber party.
The Venn diagram of tiny huts. Yeah.
If you're in the middle, can anyone see you?
I don't even know, man. I think you're completely obscured.
Well, what are the watches tonight?
I will go
Ooh, yeah.
first.
I mean, I can take 2, I think, because I only need to 4 hours meditate, right? Elf thing. So if I need to make up a second one, I can. Watches.
Watches. Got it.
Who's first watch?
I can go.
Justin said Thrag was
Oh,
first
then
watch, so
Thrag will be
you
first.
take 2.
I'll take 2.
I could assist somebody, and that'd be about it.
Okay.
I will
All
do
right.
them.
Perception. I could take 3.
Well, I will go with assisting on 2. I'd just go inactive for 4 hours.
We need 4, right? 4 slots.
Usually.
So
Yeah.
someone's got to take a 4th. So one
Well,
of these
so-
is-
Out of the 4 slots, we have 2 people that can take 2
Yeah,
slots.
Oh, then we're fine.
So,
we just take
so
the last 2. I can take the
like
last 2. then.
those 2 can do a full night not overlapped, and then everybody else takes 1 shift, and we have
Ah.
2 people on watch at all times.
All right, let's do it that way.
All right. Well, then I guess give me those paired rolls for first, second, third, and fourth watch.
Who's our pair for number 1? Then we got
I'm
Thrag
second
and
half. I'm 3 and 4.
okay, so Thrag and Rosalind for first watch. Let's get those rolls.
That is probably a better
And that's perception.
perception.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
roll
have
an
a-
advantage with me.
Oh hell yeah! How do I activate? Okay, I just hit yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Been a while.
It's been a while. Oh, not great rules.
Do you want all of them, Kyle, or you just want them one at a time?
Let's do them one at a time.
Okay.
So let's
Okay.
do the second watch.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
All right. Second watch
So-
coming.
That's me and should be Rosalind, right?
Sure.
I think so.
And then the
Yeah.
last 2 are Joseph.
You have advantage as well because
Yep.
you're probably better perception.
I
than
have
me.
4 perception, so I'll take that advantage. Okay, let's get it. Excellent.
Wow.
And then I cease to be alive for a few hours.
And then number 3 should be Frixus and Joseph, right? Is that how this is
I
working?
believe so.
Yep.
Yep.
I have a
Are
plus
you
1.
assisting me?
I just have 1, so if you have more than that, yes.
I've got 6.
yeah.
All right. I will take your aid. Do you want 2, Kyle, since we're technically covering 2 watches, or
Yes, please.
first, second?
Beautiful.
Oh, I need to roll a second one because the advantage doesn't stick.
Mm-mm. Well, that's
There you
better.
Excellent.
15 for 3 and 20 for 4.
All right. So, the first
Long
pair
pause.
of watches. I was reading, okay. All right,
They're
the
so
first pair
dead.
of
They're
watches.
so dead.
The first pair of watches with Rosalind and Thrak. The 2 of you spot something in the fading sunlight. As the night has started to begin in earnest, the last drops of sunlight fading into the red horizon, you see a large creature lurking in the distance. Because you are in your bubble, it does not take any notice of the area you are currently in, but it is large enough to make the hairs on your spine stand on end. It has the front paws of a large Komodo dragon, the chest of a large savanna cat-like predator, and a head to match. Its tail is that of a snake, and you can, even through here, or even through the protection of your bubble, you can almost feel like you hear it softly hissing in the distance as it slowly prowls in front of the bubble. It's about 35 feet away, and it appears to be searching, probably for its dinner for the evening. You've
What,
spotted it.
do we have an image of this creature?
Yeah, let me see if it does have one.
It looks like a chimera of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort.
Oh, ouch.
That's a general term.
I believe I could
Also-
take this thing.
I miscounted people because I counted cameras.
Oh,
Our last.
Oh, it's
Oh,
the
wow.
other kind of chimera.
Tis what I feared.
No, thank you.
Pass.
It can just go in
Everybody
peace.
vote pass.
Vote pass.
You're asleep. The real decision comes down to me and Alex.
Well, he's not really asleep.
Fucking Alex drops the bubble and just goes, "Let's do this, guys!" Like, oh
Let's
my
get
god!
going.
I like your spirit.
Chaotic evil.
For real.
No, I'm a white sorcerer now.
All right, so the rest of the night, letting this beast prowl away into the darkness, will go undisturbed, except for, on the third watch, a group of spiders will be seen crawling, in fact, over the area the bubble currently is, descending from on top of the plateau to hunt in the early morning. They leave a trail of webs over the surface of the bubble as they crawl over it and out into the night. Or early morning,
That's
rather.
great.
I love the desert. It's so good.
Thanks, I hate it.
Now, the sun does rise in the morning, the spiders not having returned, and you are free to pack up camp and begin your day, though you may need to push through some spider webs to
Clear
do
a
so.
path.
Ugh.
I
Just
reach out
burn it.
and bonfire
Oh,
the.
yeah.
All right, yeah, you reach out, lighting the webs ablaze. They quickly burn up, avoiding any sticky interaction first thing in the morning. And there is no reaction to that. The webs burn without their creators having anything to say about it.
And then I cease my concentration, so they will just go away.
Josephine just sort of waves the smoke. Not a preferred way to wake up in the morning.
Well, smoke's outside the bubble.
Oh. Still not a preferred way to wake up in the morning.
So you said we're right under the plateau, so we're at the base of it.
Yes, your early
Cool.
morning will be the ascent of a rather mighty plateau.
Okay.
And if nobody has any... Oh, go ahead, Josh.
I was just gonna say, I don't have any climbing equipment, so it's going to be interesting.
There is a footpath that leads up there. It's the same one we
Oh.
took down. So that won't be
Okay.
needed.
Won't be too bad then, hopefully.
Well,
Yep, yep.
if nobody wants to do anything before departing,
I
I
got
will
one thing.
take us up. Okay.
I am just gonna cast Aid at 10th level. Or not 10th level, Jesus Christ, at 3rd level.
Breaks the world.
Kaboom!
Casually transcends metaphysics.
DM, why did you make Ed that level 20 guy?
He
What?
bought me a pizza.
Oh, dude.
Oh my
I
God.
got the
Well,
DLC,
that's-
guys.
And
He cash
It's
shopped a
not.
level 20 boost?
Who
are
are...
you secretly the mother?
I am. Our frontliners are definitely. I'm trying to think who to give 10 temp HP. It's Frixus is up there. Thrag is up there. Is Joseph up there?
You talking about AC?
I'm talking about
No.
frontline. Like, are you running up? Is a lot of your stuff gonna need you to get in contact with the enemy?
I'm life cleric, so not necessarily.
Not
I've
necessarily.
got spiritual weapon I can do from the back line, but I've got decent.
Then our
AC.
only up in the business would be Thrag and Frixus, because Rosalind's range, right? Your wizard.
Yeah.
So
So
I'll give it to Joseph still, just so that our other healer has some extra HP on them.
Okay,
So
that's a good idea.
I do just need to target everybody in the tracker, I believe, to do it. Am I targeting people
Yeah, I
right
think
now?
so.
How do I untarget nerds?
Control left click them again.
Control. Oh, can I do it in here? Okay, perfect. So Thrag, I'm not on myself, am I? Don't target me. Thrag, Joseph, Frixus. That should be everybody. And then if I just hit a 10th level, level 3, everybody should be getting 10. Yeah, I love that. That fucking works, dude.
Oh,
There's an effect on me that is 2d6 acid damage from last time.
If you click the little effects, you should be able to turn it off.
Usually you actually have to have
It's a
the ones
DM
that
one.
heat and apply.
Oh, it's a DM one.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Also,
Burned third
I'm
level
gonna.
slot.
I already have the temp HP, so I'm gonna remove that because it's max HP, not temp HP.
It is
right?
max. There's just no way for me to
Yeah.
alter your max, so
Yeah.
it's not really temp HP.
Yep, I've been keeping track of that because I have the Beyond sheet that has
Okay.
my actual HP as well.
Yep. If you're
And
just
I
applying
also
that,
get
that's
temp HP from other things.
Cool,
So,
cool, cool.
cool.
That lasts 8 hours. I don't think I have anything else that cool that I should fire off now. Everything else is kind of in the moment, so I'm good.
I feel like the cool kid with a full 15 HP less than everyone else.
Stay far back.
Keep
I am
somebody
bold.
with them though, because flyers.
Right.
Okay. So about that. This is a camp full of like 30 guys. Our goal here is to rescue pretty much everybody they have caged, right?
Yes.
That was the original thing. We're mostly here for Olafi.
Yep. Are you in character right now, or just Jacob?
This could be in character.
Okay, yeah. Yes, I believe that our goal should be Alafi first. They are the most valuable person in there. The information that they have and they know about is quite potent. And of course, they are our friend. The others would, of course, prefer to save, but if Alafi is our only choice, that's the one we should take. Of course, we will want to get a good scouting of this place before we go about this. One of you, pointing to Rosalind and Joseph, I hear are good at infiltration. Yes, to some degree.
Well,
Okay.
I'm not very quiet, as you can see by the chainmail.
Yes, I was mostly pointing at Rosalind. I just wanted to include you.
Why did you include me, sister? That doesn't make any sense.
It's just, don't worry about it. Rosalind, do you have any means to infiltrate?
I have regular sneaky means.
All right, so going in, guns blazing. Then it would be.
Isn't there a bird or something you can send ahead?
Oh, I do also have my bird.
Perfect.
I would
Might
advise.
be smart to scout ahead before we go
Yes.
in. You said guns? What are guns? Blazing.
Don't worry about that either. If we have a means to scout, you have a bird, you say?
I do have a bird.
That sounds usable. Yes, Thrag.
We also must be careful. Remember, our companion was lost here. Their guard is even further enhanced.
Potentially, we haven't seen that yet. They could be gone, for all we know. But if we have someone with scouting capabilities, let's be sure to utilize them before we engage.
Laffy was the one with invisibility, right?
Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well,
So all I can do is make people fly, but I'll need a rest after that.
let's come up with a plan once we are advisable distance away from the camp and get a little bit more information.
For the newcomers, if we all jump off a cliff at the same time, I can feather fall us on the way down.
That is
So
good to
as
know.
we're going up this, keep that in mind as an exit strategy.
Oh, that should be good as long as there are no archers waiting for us.
Yes, that's
This
true.
camp has a tower in the middle with a watch, like, tower, essentially. I do remember we had a little bit of ability to see just from the edge, but
And if you could remind me, how many people are we here for?
One.
mainly one. But there are others that we were coming here to free in the first place, but they are locals, not necessarily important to the overall war effort.
So we're just going to leave them there.
If we have an opportunity to save them, we should take it, but not at the risk of Alafi.
I see.
Secondary objective, unfortunately.
Do we know their numbers?
Anywhere between, I believe, 2 or 3 dozen.
So stealth is going to be paramount, is what I'm hearing.
Potentially, yes.
I also thought about seeing if we could split them up. Do this in waves. But
Choke on the footpath is what you're saying.
maybe. But we're at the bottom of the footpath, which is not super advantageous for us. And it's essentially a flat top with mud up to the walls that they have with one bridge. They fortified this super well.
Oh dear.
Yes,
Well, we'll have to get close and see what's going on.
right.
How close do you need to be to send your familiar in there?
Probably within 80 to 100 feet.
Quite close then.
Quite close.
Well, it would be better if Rosalind... If we got to a advisable distance and then Rosalind went in alone, I think they would have the best chance to be within 100 feet and undetected. I cannot hear you.
Yes, that is best.
Oh, yeah. I was talking to Frixus. I think they were speaking. I did not hear them.
My bad. I didn't say anything.
Oh, never mind.
I just been to Pixis like runt.
All right, well, let's get some updated information, shall we? And she begins prepping the horse.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So, our party is to begin their ascent to the top of the plateau, correct?
Yep.
Okay. That will go without interruption, so it will take a good part of the beginning of your day. It will be a high afternoon sun by the time you reach the top. Having done this in full armor, those of you wearing it will definitely be feeling a level of tired. Now, the sight around the top of the plateau is a magnificent one. Blasted though the terrain may be by the sun and its elements, it is still a beautiful picture to see the wastes from a high up perspective. It is perhaps a stark comparison to then look out over the top of the plateau itself to see its sun-bleached top. There is not a significant amount of foliage or cover this high up. Only small differences in terrain allow you to afford some amount of cover, visual cover from Camp Carrion Clay. Before our party approached by keeping low to the ground and zigzagging between this raised terrain to approach a relatively safe 50-foot distance from the edge of the camp, which is situated in the middle of a lake. Currently, this lake is relatively dry. The tide being low today means that the water has receded into the earth and has left Camp Carrion Clay sticking out of essentially a field of mud and debris. Now, the only way to approach Camp Carrion Clay is by going back to the previous music. There we go. The only way to approach Camp Carrion Clay is across a roughly made wooden footbridge that is only large enough for about 2 people to cross abreast. Let's see if I can... Whoa, there's some new commands here. It's going to share the map. I'm surprised by some things. Give me a minute. Okay.
The darkness bubble is still there.
That it is.
Did you show the map? Let me see.
It's just dark. We haven't been put on yet.
Cool, I have it. No, I can see it. I'm here.
Oh yeah. I was killed. You're fine.
Opening that crashed Fantasy Grounds.
Oh no.
Oh, whoops.
Oh no.
All right, so we'll wait for Frixus to get back.
My username already in use. Oh no.
I just give it a minute, I think. Should be okay.
Still.
Drag Joseph on here.
See if you can kick me or something.
You've now disconnected. Give it
Okay.
another try.
Perfect. There we go.
Sweet.
What the heck?
So, yes, a 40-foot wooden ramshack bridge connects the relative shoreline to the island that is Camp Carrion Clay. The fortification that lines the island is a roughly made wooden palisade. It is defensible enough to prevent most people from being able to see into the actual camp itself. And you can see that there are tents poking their red cloth tops over the edge of that palisade. The most noteworthy feature you can see from the approach is a large wooden watchtower arrayed in the center of that camp. Now, any more details, you would have to approach the camp more directly up until you're about that 50-foot distance away at the edge of the actual map you're currently on. So if I could get a stealth check from the party, we will make that approach.
I'm going to put the pass that trace. So.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So these are all plus 10 then?
So you can do a modifier in the bottom left.
Yep.
I am doing that.
Just typing that in.
And we're doing stealth checks, right?
Mm-hmm. Now, our party would feel their nerves tested somewhat as they look upon this barren terrain, knowing that if any Dragonel or flying soldier were to pass overhead, it would be incredibly difficult to remain undetected, as there is very little cover to take advantage of.
Oh no.
Well, some of these don't have the plus 10 now.
Oh, that's right. We have that.
Oh, do we have pass without a trace?
Yeah, we do.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh hell yeah. Okay, that makes it a lot
Alright,
better.
mine-
So the
mine's-
lowest is a 16. Middles are 20. And we have a 26.
Everything's gonna be okay.
All right. So, our party will be able to make an undetected approach to the camp. No alarms are raised, even though you can see the silhouettes of guards stationed in the watchtower.
God, they're so bad at their job.
Unless they're chasing down a lizard.
Yeah, and then they're great.
Yeah, they're just throwing suspicious eyes at every small animal now.
They got like lizards fucking like spiked on the gate.
Now, our party will find itself perched just on the other side of a ridgeline that allows you to crouch safely and observe over the ridge to see the camp. Now, you can more easily see all of the defenses I mentioned before, and judging from the mud, it does even look like it would be approachable through that muck. With the tide being low, it is perhaps the easiest way to approach the camp. Now, unfortunately, there is no benefit to sparsely changing elevation in terrain when you are crossing through that muddy earth. So you will most likely be spotted without an invisibility of some kind. Furthermore, and perhaps the most alarming detail present to the party as you observe the camp from this closer perspective, you are fully confident that you know exactly where Laffy is. She has been strung up on the watchtower. She's hanging upside down and appears to have been left to the elements. It is impossible to tell from this distance whether or not she is conscious.
Oh boy.
We must
It
get
is-
her immediately.
Easy to tell that this has been arrayed in such a way as to send a message.
I'll send them a message.
Calm yourself.
On a positive note, that watchtower is definitely scorched. I hit it with more than one call lightning.
It does look to have been recently repaired. Some of that wood is an entirely different color.
They drove down to Home Depot and put it back together.
Yeah, they threw some Dragonel saddles on there.
Yeah.
Just to...
Oh boy, camp carrying clay. What a puzzle. So simple yet so difficult.
And
At the same
there is
time.
definitely only one way in here, for sure.
Another creative way is like I have water walk, which we used before. It is daytime, so we would be better to wait for night if we want any form of ambush. But I believe last time nighttime they had torches up around the camp
Yeah.
as
They have,
well.
Did you guys, because Joseph being new, does anyone know? Is there like a patrol schedule?
Yeah.
Do they
yeah.
come down from these gates every once in a while? So we're already at risk, like being in front of the entrance. So
When we went, there were. They might not still. I don't know. They must. They must still have some kind of because we wanted to like pick off a patrol as well before. But
Yeah.
what happened last time was we were like, we're gonna wait for a patrol, and then they went inside and they never came back out.
Okay. DM, I
Mhm.
missed it a little bit earlier, but do we see? Is it pretty active behind those walls, like what we can see through the gate there, or up on the battlements and stuff?
You have not been present with proximity to the camp long enough to determine like how active the camp is beyond that it is occupied.
Okay. So it's pretty well fortified, like we can't even see in there.
The palisades are roughly constructed with natural materials, so you can see that there are gaps in it, but from like 60 yards away, you're not going to be able to see a lot of detail.
Gotcha.
You know that if you were able to like scrunch up on the wall, you would be able to peer through many a crack to see inside.
I pull my owl out of its cubby, extra-dimensional cubby.
Wait, one moment. Are there any Dragonel riders up above us right now? They might
It does not
spot.
take a perception check to see that the skies are very clear.
Very
Is there a
clear.
way you can make that familiar of yours look inconspicuous? Maybe common wildlife around here.
No, but I'm gonna go with the. You should fly up 100 feet into the sky method, and you're a small owl.
Right.
I think. I mean, I would hope that would be enough. If they are as alert as the jokes we're making are about animals, there's a chance. There's a chance they'll just take that as an immediate. We're under attack.
Good plan. I'm gonna send the owl 30 feet above us, which is still within the pass without a trace.
Oh. Yeah, I guess
Oh,
you get
okay,
a little
good
bit of
call,
a different
yeah.
angle.
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
So I can see, and then I'm gonna look through its eyes and look over the wall.
Okay.
I'm going to hold on to Rosalind so she doesn't fall off the footpath.
I'm also gonna quickly look up what owl.
What owl do?
What
That
owl
block.
do.
Yeah.
My owl does wear glasses, but that's a side note.
Oh no, I'm getting, guys, I'm getting serious deja vu because Jacob's saying he's on dog watch. He's gonna walk away, and we're gonna fuck this up.
No. No. All right.
Okay. Just as a quick aside, Pass Without a Trace makes it so that you are difficult to track by anything but magical means, and you don't make a lot of sound. This doesn't make you invisible, so since the sentries are relying on their sight, I am going to say Pass Without a Trace is not going to help your familiar.
So I might as well send it up 100 if you're going to.
Yep.
Yeah.
I may as well go with the original plan then. Yeah.
Probably
Alright.
send it like away from us before it goes up too, just to
Yeah.
not completely give away location if they're that good and they spot it. Tactical nuke right there. No.
Alright. Wow, that was a good one. I rolled well.
Nice.
Okay, so your
Oh, well.
owl is
If an
going
owl gets
straight up.
poofed, we resummon it tonight. Yeah, my owl's gonna fly away and then up and then like not directly over the camp, but sort of like venture by the camp, but at high altitude and pretend to be a hawk.
Okay.
Pretending to be a hawk real hard.
I have faith.
Me too.
We got this, guys. We're fine.
We're
He
missing.
took off his little coat with tails. It's all good.
Are we missing tokens in here? I don't see a Frixis. Wait, no, I see Frixis. I don't see
Whoa.
a.
I don't have a token at the moment.
My
Oh.
screen just went. My screen just went black.
Uh,
Yeah, 'cause I
I
don't
don't
see
know.
Thrag on here either.
oh, you're not even on the map. That's why.
How do I summon myself back? Okay, there we go. Invisible. Okay, there we go.
Okay, so as your owl familiar takes flight, does it have a name?
He does. I'm trying to remember what it was. It's something ridiculous and amazing.
If you give this thing a name and shoot it out of the sky.
It's okay if he
So-
dies, but
Name to be determined. Takes flight, and a few seconds after he begins his ascent, you see a rain of javelins answer it in kind.
That is
What is its base armor?
Oh boy.
luckily they're at disadvantage because he's real high up. That's what
They just
find
have infinite javelins that also deal fire.
11
damage.
because it's an owl.
Woo. Woo.
There's one.
One is
Or
all
no,
it takes, by the way. It's an owl. It has one hit point.
All right, that's fair. All right.
6.
So a hail of javelins rips through the sky, and they land into the ground, spattering all around you. One of them does manage to hit its target, and we watch our owl poof. There
Alright.
is
Now we have to
no
wait for patrol to come out to collect all the javelins and we kill them.
there is no reply from the camp. No alarm is raised.
Yeah, they're just killing animals that get close.
Man, what did we do to this group? What did we do to this camp?
We saw an
Like,
electric squirrel in there.
Traumatized.
I think I killed one or two of them. At least. And I maimed a few. I got off like 5 or 6 lightning bolts.
My spells have not changed since the last time I've been here, so I do not have any answers, gentlemen, other than sieging this camp from the front is the only thing I can think of. But if there's another creative soul out there, I am all ears.
So there's the takeout patrols as they come out, waiting as long as that takes. There's try to convince them we're mercenaries to get in there, and then just probably end up fighting the whole camp being inside, which sounds awful.
I think that convinced mercenaries off the table since we fought them face to face.
That's fair.
And if we did jump patrols as they left, they would never return. If they're this tight of a, if they're this tight of an army, they'll know if they have not returned on time for very long.
For
They'll
sure.
go on high alert.
But that also, our issue right now is numbers all at once, right? There's
Right.
30 of them and 5 of us.
Right.
So
Yeah.
even if we have to take them out patrol by patrol, that's better than us going against the whole camp, right?
It,
Oh,
it
no, we're on
definitely.
the map still.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's not on the map yet. It definitely is. I have a feeling they won't come out patrol by patrol, and we'll be wasting days after days here, and we'll just be burning resources. That's my assumption. I don't know that that's the case. I'm totally cool to try staying here for a few days. I
I mean, that's really, that's the only thing I feel like that can happen, right? Because if we break like water on that wall, they're just going to rush out the front, and they
Right.
have fortifications higher ground than we do.
And Alafi would probably. I'm gonna guess if they've been strung up there, they've got a time limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I This is what I worried about pretty much. I was kind of hoping the state of carrion clay had changed. This being the case, I think our options, unless someone can give some other ones, are waiting a very long time. Probably a Laffy dies in that time period. Like for them to come out and for us to fight them. We can, like the most creative thing I can think of is someone go up and challenge them and be like, "Hey, I want my friend back. Fight me right now!" in a cool RP moment, and be like, "Your greatest warrior, send him out 1v1," and then maybe they stab you to death with javelins, or maybe maybe a champion comes out and you have to fight the champion. And it's Thrag versus them for Laffy's freedom. I don't know I don't know how honorable they would be to that. That's an option.
Like, not very.
I feel like not very too. I feel like they'd just be like, "Yeah, fuck that, we're gonna kill you." That seems more Dragon Army. We can run in there, and it is a lot of them versus us, and we probably lose some people, but maybe win if we protect the AoE. Like maybe we come out last minute. We are 5 6th level characters, so we're pretty strong, but definitely would likely be losing some people. Maybe there's a really high chance of losing people, or we say this is too much and we leave a Laffy behind, which feels the worst, but is the safest bet.
I don't know, like RP wise, Thrag would let a Laffy, like, it's one thing to have her ambiguously like imprisoned, it's another thing to know that she's like hanging, basically waiting to die.
Right. I mean, if Thrag feels like his honor is,
It's his friend. He's
or like if it's his friend. I mean, if Thrag's willing to die, what does Josephine think in this scenario? Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, she'll go in. She'll die for a Laffy.
If we also want to, if we want to do the champion thing or try that, I could do that. I have a lot of like protect myself escape mechanics.
Okay. Do you think they'll be cool?
Because I have like the darkness stuff too.
Right.
And Armor of Agathis. Like, I can essentially Armor of Agathis myself, go fight them, and then if I need to get out while they're throwing javelins and shit, I can darkness myself instead.
Okay, so if we want to try that. Well, if we do that, we lose any semblance of like rushing them, which they're already pretty prepared anyway, so I don't know if that matters. So I mean, I'm up for that too if we think it's a better option. They all seem pretty rough, but yeah, if Thrag is 100% like can't leave her, I don't think Josephine's gonna sit by while Thrag thrusts himself into his death. She'll stand by him.
The other thing we could do is use that as a distraction, like people watching the fight, and try to do other shit in the camp while that's happening.
We have no way into the camp, unfortunately. Like, there's not a lot of climbing here. There's nobody has anybody. I mean, unless Rosalind has some teleport shenanigans or something to get in that camp without needing to circumvent a giant wall. Is the door crashed open?
The door is not. It has been at least repaired, and you can see that there are 2 draconian soldiers guarding it.
And the wall itself, was that like super flammable last time we checked, or is it flammable right now because it's so dry? Or not really? Stone.
This lake had only recently drained, so it's not as dry as it could be, but it is still wood. So wood and stone fortifications.
If we have big fire, still looking at you, Rosalind, since none of us have giant spells or anything. If we have big fire, we can like set the wall on fire and back off and hope it burns, you know? That's a possibility. And then if they lose their wall, it's a lot easier to fuck with their shit.
In case this detail was forgotten, our party is also aware, at least last time that they were here, that there is a wild bulette in the cages in Camp Carrion Clay as well.
Right.
Along with the other captives.
So if we can let that go, it would do some damage.
How dangerous is it, though? Like,
be let. I'm
Like,
pretty dangerous.
Like enough for 30 people to struggle
Oh,
to kill it?
I don't think they'd struggle, but it would cause. I think it would cause
Chaos.
It would cause chaos. It would
Yeah.
help if we can get in there. Yeah.
Ulets are pretty tough.
Right.
It does have the disadvantage of being kept with the rest of the captives.
Yeah, so we'd have to like get there, let it out,
Right.
and then figure out from there.
Getting there is a problem. At that point, like you have to assume that once we were there, we were under fire of around what I believe was 20-ish dudes.
It is pretty
Like-
safe to say that without magical assistance like invisibility, approaching the camp is not something you can do outside of an assault during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At night, we have a better
The-
chance. But
The one other thing, and it's very risky, is
it's all
me
risky.
disguising myself as one of them to get into the walls and then
Right.
try to get to that thing. And
Right.
then-
That's. I mean, I like that. It's just you're in there alone, and
yeah,
we don't know.
we're dealing
Yep.
we're dealing with you making a charisma check every sentence that spills from your mouth.
yeah, I am a face character.
I mean, it's true.
But it's just. If
and
you
I
need
have
help,
magical
like,
balance stuff, but
Can we get to you in time though?
Yeah, and then you start to get into the meta of do we know things are going bad for you or not? You
Yeah.
know, once you're in
Yeah.
there, like we can't. We don't know.
Do you have any way to? Well, do you have any way to communicate with us, Jacob? Do you have like a message cantrip?
Does
Or?
don't think so.
And I think even if you had message,
No.
you would need to see us.
Yeah, I like the oh shit would be firing a Eldritch Blast off into the air, right? like
Yeah.
that would
Well,
be
You get the
message-
chance.
closest
Message,
I've
I
got.
believe, Ed, you just need to know the direction, and it's a cut
Yeah.
distance. But
Right. Or
it's
you see a
still
darkness
not,
bubble
not
pop
big
up
enough
because
if you're
that-
in the thick of it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, so the other thing there is like the boulette thing. If I could get to that point, I could let out the boulette, get all the captives that are there, and I can use rope trick and disappear for an hour.
Yeah.
So-
The only thing is they
yeah.
surround that thing and wait for you to come out and then murder you.
Well, they can't see it.
The rope trick? I think they could see the rope.
Well, you can pull the rope into it. It's part of the spell. It says you pull the rope into it, and then you can't see it. But
Oh.
like it's an hour.
You have to hope nobody sees
Um,
you go up. I mean, I don't know who's gonna miss a dude climbing a rope into an invisible wall.
Frixis has 3 different lengths of rope on him. One of them is 1 foot.
Oh,
So
okay.
he just casts it, and then you just step through
I
it.
guess if
and
you
then
were to do it in your darkness, that would potentially work, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you are confident, that is fine. But if you
I'm not confident about anything.
right,
That's the
if-
problem.
the only problem with
Yeah.
that is if you at any point
our
get
dice.
captured, we're down a person to do the only other option, which is to attack the fort.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, do we want to flip a coin, or how do we want to do this? Because we could sit here all day thumbing all of the bad reasons to do
So
anything. or we could
it's
do
either.
something.
So we're saying, what are the two choices? It's either face or siege, right?
Face, siege. I don't know if that's our only two choices. It's just our only. That I can't see a more feasible choice.
Okay.
Or accelerated
'Cause
siege,
like you
which
said,
is
we're
lighting
on a
things
we're
on
on a
fire.
clock. Right?
Dustin
She's
has
still out there in
something.
the sun.
Dustin's
Go ahead.
Okay, because I feel like we're doing the exact same thing that led us to the disaster of the last time.
Yeah.
So, honestly, we just need to save Alafi. Maybe the prisoners. I know that sounds really bad.
Okay.
Thrag would love to do nothing more than save every person in there. Mechanically, my soul just screams fireball to this very flammable,
Does fireball set things on fire?
yes.
It also it sets flammable things on fire, yes, but it doesn't cause like a physical detonation. At best, it'll light stuff on fire. You're not gonna like destroy anything.
All right, so yeah.
Does cause a physical detonation?
Shatters damage. but-
Yeah.
Shatters. That is true.
Shatter. Yeah.
But we do have a wizard, who I'm hoping knows fireball
Also,
and
shatter.
and shatter.
Yeah, I mean,
and
we can.
fire shatter.
Those two spells alone could at least throw them into chaos.
Sure. We could shatter the gate to get in, rush in, and then fireball something. We're probably taking more than 6 javelins on the way in, but honestly, I feel like if we're doing combat, guys, we're doing combat. I'll go ahead.
Yeah. Here's what I think we should do. You have that water walking spell, right?
I do.
We have pass without a trace.
Yep.
Let's
It does not make us invisible.
It
and
doesn't.
Once we're out in the open, Kyle said they could pretty much just see us. So the minute
It's
we're
true.
on the mud water, forget path without a trace. Pass without a trace.
We'd still get +10 to our stealth rolls.
I don't
So
know if we
if you
get
look
stealth rolls.
If you look at the description for Pass Without a Trace, it makes it so you make no sound and you leave no tracks.
And
It
veils
doesn't
in
make
shadows.
Yeah.
It veils you in shadows, but it doesn't make you invisible.
And
If you are veiled in shadows that aren't there, then
Oh, okay.
you are completely visible.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and-
So what I am saying is we wait till nightfall. Use pass without a trace with
Okay.
water walk. Get up to the wall, a weaker point of the wall. Get in and fire bomb shatter our way to a left.
I mean, I would agree that's probably our best entry if we're going to get in, is to come in from a different, not the entrance. And yeah, like effectively with the pass without a trace, your GM has to be letting a stealth check happen in the first place, and you're right, at night would be when we would have the potential to even get one of those.
Yep, I'll let you know that would happen. That'd be fine.
So yeah, we could enter in as long as we all think Alafi can make it another day up there, or the rest of the day up there. We are halfway through the day.
My next question is spellcasters. Do they have any, or are they all footmen?
We don't know.
Okay, because I've got spirit guardians. If we stay huddled around each other,
Oh, I do too.
we have. I mean, we've got a couple, CC tools for
Right.
sure. But it's still gonna be rough no matter
Okay.
what we do in there.
Spirit guardians. Do you have to see the people?
No,
No.
I designate who doesn't want to be touched, and anytime someone enters it for the first time, they take damage. So if they rush us, right? If they
Darkness
don't know what a spirit
bubble
guardian
and
is.
2 spirit guardians.
Yeah, forward advance
Just
with spirit
walk
guardian
in.
silos. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as the bubble travels with you.
That's right. Not to mention the darkness bubble that Phrixus could cast.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Darkness
minute-
can travel with you. It's like
Yeah,
light. You cast it
the-
on something.
So I mean, if we
Well,
the
you
thing is,
cast it
like,
on a shield, then it does.
I don't like one person going in alone. If we're
Well,
gonna
no,
go,
we're
I
all-
feel
we're
like-
all- we're
I
all
think,
going,
I think
yeah.
everyone
Huh.
should go.
This is kind of
Yeah.
This is kind of terrifying. If we wait for nightfall, we darkness bubble, and then we cast 2. How long does darkness bubble last? Is that 10 minutes?
I think so.
Well, if it's 10 minutes, this terrifying situation might actually work.
Yeah.
Okay,
10
if it's
minutes.
10 minutes,
Concentration.
so are the 2 oh Jesus Christ, so are the 2 spirit guardians. If we're just a darkness bubble that like moves in the night towards this thing, blasts it open and just moves in, we're just a
And
bubble
dudes
of
just die as they come in contact with it.
and I guess we all just follow you because you're the one who can
Yeah.
see.
So yeah, I can see through magical darkness. Also, is
So
the thing.
you said you had 3 lengths of rope. We tie all our waists together and we follow you through the dark.
The
That is
only
so
thing there
weird.
is like no one else can really see out to do anything.
No, but no
Right.
one can see in as well. But it's so the way that's going to work mechanically is things just get disadvantage for the most
Yep.
part. But I do believe things
Well,
with spells.
if they
Oh wait, go ahead.
If they can't see you too, they have to like pick a square and
Oh my
attack
God.
that square.
So
Because
complicated.
it's the same as invisibility, right? It makes
Alright.
this combat really hard.
In a general area, yeah.
But it
We
like
still should wait for nightfall, though. I like waiting for nightfall because, it doesn't make sense to be there
Yeah.
when everyone's awake.
I feel if we can manage to get in and launch a surprise attack on the tents, because that's our main source of threat.
Yeah.
Destroy the tents and use darkness. I feel like we are in such an advantage at that point that.
I mean, I'm down for it. It's a super complex combat. Is the only thing.
Yeah,
Complex
please,
problem.
please, I don't. It's very rare that I ever come up with a plan, but I think out of any other possible solution, this might have the best chance.
It does have the best. I would say it definitely has the best chance. I am sure there are loopholes in it that we'll find out once we're in there. But I mean, I'm if we're going to assault the camp, that's the only assault that sounds good. And then if we just start getting fucked up inside the bubble for whatever reason, leave the bubble and start attacking. We also have to be like hoping that Shatter busts a wall open. We might have a. So if we approach a wall and Shatter, and Kyle's like, "Well, this is a 60 hit point wall. You're fucked." We have to fire off a lot of these shatters to get through the wall. Maybe the front.
Shatter,
is the
you
better
also
bet.
have to see, right? It's probably a point you can see.
He probably says a point that you can see. At which point?
A point within range.
Oh, it doesn't say see.
Even sight. Yeah, you just point toward it. All right.
If it doesn't say see, then that makes
I just
sense.
like am guiding your hand a little bit, and I'm like pointing your finger at it.
Everybody just needs to be really, really diligent about reading their stuff for specifications of sight.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any objections? You can challenge this plan. I'm
The only challenge is just not to do it and leave. That's like, there's not really unless there's just another weird amalgamation of spells we can combine.
And Fireball is a bright streak flashes from your pointing finger to a point you choose within range.
Does it say see? It doesn't say see?
No.
what?
Oh.
Pretty sweet.
That doesn't see. I close my eyes and I.
Because otherwise,
So that
we
means you
approach
could
it-
fireball around walls or like through walls.
Yeah.
Well, it has to have a line to get to it because it is a.
Almost like
Okay.
it needs a line of.
It needs a vector.
a clear
A vector of clear vector.
Choose within the range and then blossoms in the low roar. Yeah, it doesn't specify site. Yeah, so if you look at, if we go all the way back to the Dungeons and Dragons player handbook, there is a line of sight situation where a line just must be unbroken but doesn't dictate sight. Go. So I think that's how that's working.
Yes.
So a wall would stop it, but it doesn't
It
require
would hit a
you to
wall.
see it.
Weird.
Okay, if we want to be finicky, let's be finicky. If you are determining a position that you cannot see because you are blind, you are going to have to make an intelligence check or a wisdom check to properly interpret the distance you need to be making that check. And based on how close you are to the DC, you are accurate within a certain amount of squares.
Oh no! If only I had an 18 intelligence.
I know, it's almost like I'm making this easy for you.
I think that's
The other
fair,
option-
honestly.
Is I can not be in the bubble and just
And die.
be artillery.
Stick your head out. That's all you gotta do.
For
Oh, no,
30
I'm
held actions.
30 held actions all at your head.
I was saying. beat the
It's
50
just a head,
feet
right? It's got a
artillery.
higher AC. It's a tiny point in space, you know?
Also, Frixus is literally built to fight out of this bubble.
Right, you would be good. The rest of us would be in a rougher scenario. There is an actual spell to see darkness. Do clerics have it? Let's see.
it doesn't help you
Not with
do
ma-
non-magical darkness.
No, this one. Oh, I
Or
thought this
not
one was magical.
only magical
Oh,
darkness.
okay.
We could even do them double dirty and do the silence so there's no sound and keep launching fireballs into the tents.
We can't cast magic in silence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
No verbal components.
well, no,
Well,
we can't. We
cast
can't.
verbal
we-
spells.
y- That's true. If we had a sorcerer here, we could do silence spell. Okay, but is everyone fine with this idea? Before
Yeah.
I send us off all
I mean,
to
I
die.
feel like we don't really have another way into this place because you guys tried once and failed, right?
Right.
So they're fortified.
The other ways, like that's just the If we're going to go in, that's probably our best bet, just because it gives a lot of things disadvantage, or it has to guess squares. God, I don't fucking know. That's
we could
literally
turn
why I
around
didn't
and,
do that in Tomb, and I was just like
We
disadvantage.
could turn around and tame a couple Dragonels. I mean,
the Dragonels, yeah. I mean,
If
I
you
think
give
that
me
I
10,
think that's gone.
I can knock before we go.
Knock.
knock.
Like not the knock spell, but like spend an unseen servant up to knock on the gate.
Oh my god, what is that gonna do?
Have them try and figure out where the
Yeah, we're gonna
docking
lose
count
our
is and
surprise
open the
round if you
gate.
do that.
I don't think we're getting a surprise round either, but
I don't think we
There's
are.
no way. We wouldn't make it to the gate in a surprise round.
They're just gonna see a big dark bubble coming out there. Go, everybody! And
So
Okay.
the question is, with the big dark bubble, do I fire out of it?
I mean, do whatever you need to kill
Can
things,
you-
because the
can
faster
you
things
fire
drop,
out
the
of it?
better.
Because you can see
can't.
through.
He can
You
do
can
his
see
stuff.
through magical
Yeah,
darkness.
he's not gonna have
Yeah.
any
Yes.
question. It's us who are gonna have
So-
issues.
Yeah, it's do I just go in trying to kill everything anyway?
So, once we get through there and we launch the fireball, Jacob, we could just let you cook.
I
You know,
mean,
we
they're
could just-
gonna pile in there and start attacking.
So how it ends up working is they have disadvantage on everything against me, and I have advantage on everything against them.
Sure.
Is the reason I have darkness in the first place, right? This combo specifically. So I have a better chance, but
Right.
I'm just gonna point out, Alafi also felt pretty confident about their chances
This
of
is
dodging
fair.
30 javelins.
Sure, yeah.
And I don't think she ended up anywhere she wanted to.
I mean,
I was
go ahead.
only half a turn away from getting back outside the wall and continuing the process from a different point in the camp.
There's also the scenario that Kyle will win at Battleship. He has 30 choices. Once he finds the square, they all just go to the same square. Like, I'm not gonna... Well, Kyle, you better use a perception for each of those 30 individuals.
if they can accurately communicate a point they can't see.
I don't know that I'm gonna... That just seems
And
like...
if they can tell if
getting
they hit
crazy.
us.
Yeah, that too.
I trust Kyle to figure all that stuff out behind the screen, and I am not going to hold him accountable for it. I will just let it go for however it lands. I think it's our best shot, and if we die, we die.
Laffy will avenge all of you.
Alafi will avenge us all, you know. I think this is time 2 on carrying clay, and I think this fort has sucked more time away from us with us staring at it than us ever being inside.
That's fair.
All right, new plan. We charge into the camp. Thrag dies in front of Alafi, who sees this and gets so angry she goes Super Saiyan.
Alafi! We've got this. Let's Super Alafi. No, I would say getting in. That's probably our best bet. One dispel magic pretty much shuts it down, but I think it's really up to chance at what's in there and what's going on.
Yeah.
And it would make a lot of sense for a mage to be there after being attacked by a caster. So
An easy way to do the darkness thing. It's a 15-foot radius, so it's a 6x6 on the map, you can roll 2d6 and tell you X and Y coordinates of where you're going battleship.
I'll leave that up to the dungeon master if they want to do that.
Yeah, just suggesting something that might be easier. But I don't know.
You could just do a D8 for direction, but I don't know you want to do that 30
That's also
times.
true.
You know what this game doesn't account for? How easy it would be to run up to the edge of a darkness circle and just throw your javelin horizontally through it. And suddenly you're turning a 6x6 square into just 6 columns.
Yeah.
Right.
If I was a soldier, I'd be like, well, if we all line up.
Yeah, I mean, you just make a grid and you just do javelins either way. You're going to hit somebody.
But at that point, is it effective enough to deal 1 damage? You know?
I mean, when it has fire attached to it, like, yeah.
I don't think effective enough is much of a debate when there's a giant darkness bubble in your base and you got to get it out of there.
Yeah. You kind of have to do something about the darkness bubble.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. I'm not arguing what they would have to do. I'm arguing the mechanics of it. Is it effective enough? If you're aiming at a column or a row or whatever,
there is literally no way.
Something.
There's literally no way for us to predict how this happens at all. This is absolute. Like, we have to relinquish control. We put our best foot forward and see where those dice land. And I'll say I'm committed to the last man here. Josephine won't run. We have to make a decision right now on that. I don't think an option for retreat is good here at all. I think that's us getting run down and dying. This is all in or nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
If we bolt to try to live, we are dying.
Joseph over here like, I fucking sign up for this.
No problem.
I'm new here.
I'm built for this, bro. My sister's here.
We have 2 effective potential healers.
Yeah, we do have some healing.
We
I
have
can't
healing.
guarantee how the dice will fall, right? But we
Have some
do
healing
have
as
some
well,
sustain
actually.
compared to last
Check
time.
check your healing spells for line of sight requirements.
Yeah,
Like
most of
cure
mine-
wounds will be fine if you can touch, probably.
I'm
but
touching. Healing word is C, so healing word isn't gonna happen. I think that's the only one that is C, because the rest are AOE related.
I have yeah, these are gonna be sight. So I mean, healing's gonna have to come after the darkness drops.
Let me see. What is my channel divinity? Does that need to be sight? Does
everybody have like charge the bridge, and I'll queue up Pippin singing.
Alright.
No, so channel divinity doesn't have sight. Ed. You've got preserve life like I do. Yeah, you divide those
Just
HP, you choose any creatures within 30
no
feet.
sight.
That's it. Divide the hit points.
So that will work. I think it's only healing word that's going to be a problem, because I have mass healing word might be affected as well. Let me
Mass
see.
is also C. It's
Yep.
sight, yeah.
So some of it is curbed for sure, but all
So
right.
if we start chunking, like, I mean, the darkness has got to come down.
If-
Like, we either trade HP or we trade dice rolls.
Right.
So
If we wait for night, we are losing age, so that's gone.
I will spend the next hour of us waiting for night to summon my familiar back into existence.
Kyle, can you remove their temp HP for me?
Sure. Yep.
Yeah. I'm not going to spend another aid, because that's my second third level slot, and my last third level slot would be, well, I need one for Water Walk and one for Spirit Guardians. So, yeah, there's no aid for this, unfortunately. I mean, I could do a level 2 aid. I can do that. It's only 5 HP. It doesn't feel worth it.
but it was 10.
10 for 3.
Oh.
Third level is a 10. Second
Third or
level
higher,
second
yeah,
level is
additional
5, so it doesn't feel great. All
it
right.
is 3 people though. That's effectively 15 HP across the board. So
Sure. But I feel like I would rather be using some of these other things. Personally. Yeah, this is gonna be a crazy setup. Because I'm gonna want to like summon my fucking spiritual weapon too. Wow, that only lasts a minute.
The other ritual I'm gonna cast as it becomes about an hour, actually probably like half an hour before we're ready to go. I'm gonna cast Unseen Servant as well. Ritual.
We should do everything in like an exact order. Roll initiative and then everybody say what the things you are going to do.
Well, Unseen Servant lasts for an hour, so
Sure.
I'm just gonna have my Unseen Servant go slightly ahead of us to a different part of the wall and very loudly attempt to climb the wall.
Loud. Oh my god.
Like, badly attempt to climb the wall. Like, make things fall. So, like, 30 seconds before the gates explode, they'll be distracted by something happening on the other side of camp. For like a minute before the gates explode. They'll be distracted
Knock,
by
knock,
something.
boom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean I can if we're gonna go through the gates, I won't need to use water walk. Are we doing the gate path, we think? That doesn't really matter what path we go. We're not getting surprised.
No.
Yeah.
So let's just do the gate. And then
Do
I
you
don't
not
have
think
to
We're
we-
in the dark. We don't
Do you-
think we're
we
gonna
can-
get surprised, but
We can still
why?
use.
Then why are we waiting for nightfall?
Yeah, why are we waiting for nightfall?
I
We
don't
could-
I don't know. I mean my thing is we're all assuming one shatter is gonna make this wall fall to pieces.
Oh well, okay. So my hope, that's true. We could shatter it, but oh wait, don't we have rope trick?
Yes. Like
Could
that's
we-
how we got into the previous one. I have
Could-
one of those per day, and that's a good like get out of jail free card.
Okay.
If everybody like needs to a spot they can go for a bit while I'm in the darkness, I throw rope trip down and push everybody through essentially.
Couldn't we just hypothetically use rope trick to scale the wall?
We can.
God, I feel like I'm always the bearer of bad news. I think we get shot at while we do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's super slow. I think our quickest way in is to blast the weakest point in the wall, probably the door. That's my assumption. I'm totally
path
cool
that
doing
we're
anything
taking-
else.
It's just straight to a Laffy and straight out.
Pretty much. I mean,
Or do we want to even try for the other people or the Bulette plan?
sure, if we can. If we're there. I mean, we're already there. I feel like we should get in there. I feel like this plan requires we kill most of these guys. it kind of feels like it does.
That's fair.
I think this plan
that's
requires
the
we
case,
kill
like-
most of these guys or they run us down and kill us. I think we need to commit to murdering every soul in that place other than our friends in the...
Was there a weak point in the wall? Do we remember?
I don't think
It would have
so.
been
Not that we
repaired by
found.
now, right?
Your party has not scouted every inch of the wall, but I will reiterate that the wall is constructed out of natural resources and has many cracks and crevices in it. So it is not like an achievement of masonry at all.
Right. I mean,
So
maybe...
a shatter could effectively break a part
It
of the wall.
might or it might not. Depends on how strong it is.
Right, yeah, unless Kyle's going to give us a gimme on the strength of the wall, I think. We're guessing. Yeah, I think the only reason... Yeah, why are we waiting for night, I guess? I mean, I think we're waiting for night so they don't start shooting at us further
Yeah.
away than they would normally. 'Cause I feel like...
Mechanically speaking, with the cover of night, assuming the sentries don't have dark vision, that is your best chance of being able to approach the walls without being seen.
Right, and then we have the most time inside the places possible versus they hit us on the way up because they're just gonna see a big black orb coming towards them. Fire! So we probably get a lot of attacks on us before we even make it in. So that's probably why night is good. But I'm only for the gate because it's just I'm presuming it's thinner. Am I wrong? Like I mean, it opens. It feels like it would be the weaker point.
Yeah, like there's the chance that because shatter like hits everything in its orb radius, right?
Sure.
So it's like you're potentially targeting a door latch instead of a whole wall or a whole door.
Right. You might be breaking the latch and then it opens.
What is the wall? What does the door look like, Kyle?
Let me double check details just to make sure. A large, hastily made wooden gate blocks access to the camp. So it is as roughly constructed as the palisade walls around it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so this thing could go down.
Right. Yeah. The only other benefit to doing there's two benefits to the gate. It could go down, and I don't have to spend another third level slot for us to walk on mud.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be the only reason.
You know what, Ed? That makes sense.
Okay. Cool.
I think that's also like super worth the aid.
Yeah, because I can re-aid.
Yeah.
I can re-aid, and still have a spell for Spirit Guardians.
Or we could not wait. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Okay, we want to set this crazy fucking shit up.
Yep. Again, I'm sorry for interjecting my super convoluted plan, but
That was what we were doing.
Yep.
We were making plans, and
Will we make a pattern around Frixis because he's the center of the
yeah,
darkness?
let's get Frixis. Can we get just Frixis on? Like, is it okay if we like set up on these squares over here and not actually be there? Get our battle plan ready for where we're gonna place ourselves.
Sure.
All right, let's get Frixis out there. Let's make that bubble so we can see it. I don't know if that's can it be something that follows him? Can he have an
there's a
aura? Yeah, if you can get that aura going, and then tell me how you do it so I can do
Say
my aura.
15-foot radius.
How do I do an aura on myself? Oh, why am I targeting everybody? Oh, because I targeted everybody.
For aid, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me re-aid, because that's going to happen again. I know that's happening.
how long does dancing longsword last?
We're gonna get these people
There's
aided.
one dead guy on the gate.
Sorry, Frixis, you were targeted. You got aided
You're
again.
good. All good.
There's blood splatter.
Target people.
There's a what guy on the gate?
There's a blood splatter on the gate.
Yeah.
Okay, right. How do I get an aura on my face?
I thought there was a way to do it. Right?
I thought for sure you were right. Yeah, there should be a way to do aura. Delete token, rotate left, rotate right. Target mode. Is it a tool? Am I going crazy? Effects. Candle, darkness, torch, charm. Spell. I swear we had auras. What the heck? Oh! I don't know if you can make them attached to your guys, but you can make them on the map.
Yeah, you might have to just make him on the map. and most of
Okay,
them move in
well,
so
I'm just
much.
going to use a square. Alright, 15-foot square. Oh,
Is that
can I move?
drawing
Can
mode?
I move it?
Yeah.
How do I move my own square? What the heck?
It's a 15-foot radius, so it'll be 30 foot wide.
Pretty big.
I want to select it. Alright, I literally apparently cannot select my own.
Actually, it'll be 35. It's a radius based on your square. Maybe.
It is a point selection, so it's one of the
Oh, it's
weird
point
ones
selection?
where it
Okay.
should be a half square.
Oh,
It,
there
like
we go.
it can be attached to something, and completely covering the source of darkness with an opaque object such as a bowl or helm blocks the darkness.
Oh wait, it's 15
So
foot.
it's like it's
radius,
emitting.
isn't it?
Yeah, they're big. The Spirit Guardians.
Radius is what I have.
This is the darkness of death.
Let me see.
We're just gonna walk into people and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm excited for the one dispel magic in the area
Yeah.
fragment spec. Oh fuck.
I think that The
That would be
Well,
worst case scenario.
dispel
for
magic can only target one effect at a
sure.
time.
Right. I think there's one that's an AOE though. I forget what it is. Or
But it also has to. There's unless it's a 4th level spell, it would have some issues.
this is getting really into the reads, but I don't know if after you've cast a verbal spell, if a silence bubble stops that from happening anymore. Even
Not
though
if it's a concentration.
none of its concentration. That's right. If you're holding on to it, you already made the verbal.
I'm sitting here next to Brexus. It seems like the
15
safest spot.
feet.
the worst part of this is the initiative order of it. You know.
I don't really. Is yours also a 15-foot radius? I probably don't even need.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It is.
All right. Is yours up? Can you guys see mine?
I
Yeah.
can see yours. So I hit drawing mode and nothing happened.
So just
Or is
right
that-
just right
that's just
click on the
pencil?
map and go to pointers, and
Yeah.
then you hit
Okay.
draw, and you get the only way you can grab it is from the little point that appears when you're right at its center. Can I change the color of this fucking thing?
Can I do? It's a sphere.
You probably want to do a
It'd
square.
be fair. This game doesn't have spheres. They don't exist.
I think this 30 is wrong. Oh wait, no, it's just supposed to be at this.
Oh, that's a 30-foot radius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It needs to be 30 feet from me, so this needs to be a little bigger.
Yeah, that's.
Because it's not counting for your square.
How do I?
Yeah,
delete
yours
that?
isn't a point target, so yeah, I think it was within 15 feet of you.
Trying to think of how big it needs to be.
35.
35, yeah. Yeah, because it's accounting for me in the middle. Alright. There we go. That's the appropriate amount of squares.
How do I delete this?
So you right click on the point, you go to pointers again, and then you hit remove this.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
You want a 35-foot square like mine.
Well, his is a point source one. So
Oh,
his
yours is
actually-
a point source one. That's gonna be weird, but alright.
The best part is there's going to be a little bit of spillage of Spirit Guardians outside of the
I know.
the darkness, which is going to be the. This is going to be a cursed bubble.
So weird. This is gonna be weird as fuck. I so wish we had auras. It would make this so much easier. But we swear we do. We just don't know how to do
I think we do. I'm currently
it. Okay. Yeah.
investigating.
If there is a way. Do we want to take a quick 5-minute break or something?
Sure. Yeah, let's take a break. It's been a while.
I wanna use
Great,
the
'cause my
restroom.
food just got.
Knight, there are 3 Draconians guarding the gate. Oh boy. All right, so running me through that strategy again. You guys are popping the bubble when you're on the bridge.
I think away from the bridge a ways, and then we're stealthing in that or
Mhm.
from like the 50 feet away that we can.
Yeah, just tell us how
Right.
far away we are before initiative starts, basically.
Yeah.
How far do we get in this formation?
We want to enter line of sight with our stuff active.
Yes.
I am also casting Armor of Agathis. Actually, no, I'm saving that. Never mind.
Is darkness concentration for you, Jacob?
Yes. I have
And
Warcaster
Agathis is
too.
just an effect, right? So you could have both.
Yeah, yeah. I
Hell yeah.
could. I'm gonna save it though.
Yeah, probably when they see you, you're gonna want it.
I only have 2 spell slots total.
Yeah, I feel
So-
that.
You
Go
know.
ahead and
I'm a warlock in another campaign. I feel that. It hurts.
go ahead. Do me a solid. Just roll your initiatives right now, because obviously
Right.
Let's
that's
do it.
gonna happen.
We'll get that in there. Let's do it.
All right, boys. Good luck. Good luck, everybody.
Assume
I knew it.
your spell slots, Ed. Your 3rd level.
Oh, they're gone, yeah.
Okay.
The name of this one.
Whoops. Sorry, that's not the combat music. Sorry, I was
saw
opening
the
that for.
name. I saw
No,
the name.
Sorry, that's for later.
Tell your players they're
Bridge
about
to
to
laugh.
die
Load
without
up.
telling your players they're about to die.
Load that one up for later. You just put it on one tab, okay? It won't be long.
You can get it, queue it up at least. Yeah, get it ready. But
Yeah, it's there. All right.
Oh my god. Too funny, dude.
little did we know they just pulled the bridge out and we're done.
I'm telling you, something's going to happen to completely throw this off. The most.
I think it's the Dragonlance.
I think it's Phrixus getting hit and rolling a 1 on concentration. I think that's what this is. I think that's what happens. We go, fuck.
All right. When you are ready to hit resume, Ed.
Oh, it's been on. I'm sorry. The minute you said there were guys at the gate, I thought we were going.
all good. I'm glad we captured that moment. All right. So, stealth checks, please.
Let's.
And I am spending it past that trace, so we have a little bit more. So
Excellent.
I have 1 out of 10.
Adding a 10.
Amazing. 11.
Wait,
Man,
how did
we're
you
all
get 11?
stealthing.
I added a 10.
I have a -1. I rolled a 2. I have disadvantage.
All my disadvantage rolls have been like high dice, low dice.
It's
And it has
beautiful.
felt so bad.
The lowest is 11.
Okay.
Yep.
We-
I feel like Mike Sheely should do everybody a favor and put about 200 feet worth of squares on all sides of these maps. Like they need to set it up proper.
That's where you go into chase map. You know?
Yeah.
Oh
Just-
boy. Okay. Nope. Don't target. Oh no. There's no way I can drag multiple. Oh, selection mode. Oh.
It's possible.
Oh.
Hey, go team!
Let's friggin' go.
Go team!
Let's freaking go. All right. So you get spotted. 5, 10, 15. Wait. For sight, do I count corners?
Do you?
5, 10, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay. So, you begin your approach, and when you are about 60 feet away, you hear an alarm shouted from the gates in Draconic. Anybody understand Draconic?
Yeah.
I don't think I do. Not a language that's around when I was a kid.
Nope.
Yes, Draconic.
I do, yeah.
I don't think I do.
All right.
No, not me. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. I understand.
Excellent. So, for those of you who do understand Draconic, you see this large Sivak Draconian in the center shout upwards into the air. He says, "Darkness at the gates! Enemy caster!" And you hear shouting from beyond the wall. Combat is officially started. Let me see where they are on the initiatives. Are they on the initiative?
I see some sea elves.
I see sea elves and us.
Oh, you shouldn't be able to see them. Oh, probably because they're allies. Interesting. Wow, it is been a while. Can you see the Civic Draconian on the bridge?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you got some circles around
In the
him.
combat tracker, it says you can't see him.
No, I
we can't
can.
see him on the combat tracker.
Now I can.
We could see him on the map.
I see him now.
Okay, Listen, there's so many things on the combat tracker. It's difficult to tell which thing I have selected.
I believe in you.
Oh, okay. Baz Draconian. All right. Sorry. All right, cool. Sweet. All right, Frixis, you are first on the initiative. You are the quickest to act. What do you do?
Should I just, like, walk so that you guys are still in the darkness at all times?
I mean, you could put us between them and the darkness. It does go up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a bubble.
Right. If this is all that's on the initiative right now, sure, but stuff might, like, pop up in the minute that you're away. We get shot at a bunch, but...
Yeah.
I mean, it's at night. I don't know. Do you? Yeah. Because if because we are 60 feet away, if we do it that way, we're probably fighting everything out on this bridge, which maybe isn't a bad thing. Honestly.
Yeah.
We're
If you
Keeps our
I would just
AoEs
pull forward.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I go 5, 10, 15,
You
that exposes our
Mm.
wizard, right?
shouldn't if
Look
it's
here.
if everything's
Fix
if
that.
everything's 5 feet away from you, or if everything's 15 feet, then it goes 3 squares diagonally too.
So, like, that would be...
I
the
mean, if we're
range.
counting it for a circle, then we're gonna cut off the edges. Yeah.
I see.
I'm
We
3
touch
squares away,
that
though.
square, that square is...
Sure. Yeah, if we're gonna do it that way, then they would be outside of it. It does nerf us a little bit, but
So the question is, 10 feet at a time?
on
Or
You can do
15 feet
you.
at a time?
I think
Go ahead.
faster is probably better, and then we can run into it.
Like, should I go 20 then?
Are we
Probably, just so we... Because,
Yep, 60 feet away when we got caught.
yeah.
I didn't think
we
the
need to be a little
darkness would
closer.
be applied already.
Oh, you thought we would wait to apply darkness? I feel like
Yeah, because it's very visible.
the darkness is visible.
Yeah, right? Isn't
I
that?
mean, I don't know. I guess.
Not at nighttime. It was more in the day. Like, it's a big enough thing. Getting to 60 feet was probably a good thing.
What's done is done. You go, yeah.
Yeah.
three squares up.
3?
Yeah, I would just go 15.
up here?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do that. Can I see the watchtower guys?
You can see the watchtower guys, but they do have partial cover.
Don't bring in more guys. do what we can with what we got in front of us is what I would say.
Well, the Watchtower
Well-
guys are probably already part of it.
Oh, if they're part of it, then sure.
Yeah, they can probably see us, and they're close to Alafi, is my thought.
Okay.
So I'm going to target. Is that the guys that I can see way in the back there, or is
The Dragon Army soldiers 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
that? I can see 1 and 3. Yeah. Is that the Watchtower back there?
Yep.
Or is it this hut-looking thing right behind the gate?
No,
think
that's the
hut's laying
Watchtower.
in the tent,
Okay.
from what I remember.
So I'm gonna target him, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast. Which I should have advantage because they can't see me and I can see them. Is how the darkness thing works. Oh, where's the? Okay, there we go. Cast. There we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Alrighty, so that's a hit. Damage. Okay, so that's 1, and then I will do the second blast at him, which is a miss. Alright, so that's action and movement for me.
All right.
I'm good.
Okay. First assessment. All right. So we can hear shouting from within the camp. Muffled as it is difficult to hear from this distance. But you can imagine that the camp is waking up from the slumber it once found itself.
It means they won't be armored.
They sleep in their armor.
That's terrible. Get exhaustion so fast doing that.
Also, Dustin, the darkness bubble isn't what gave us away. I think our stealth check is what gave us away.
Yeah, someone rolled a 11.
It was me.
Just to, I don't think this is a detail that's come up, but because I feel like I should explain, the Draconians have dark vision.
It's magical darkness.
Magical darkness.
Yes, it is magical darkness, but when you're looking in dark vision and you can see
Oh, to
perfectly
see
fine,
the bubble. Yeah. That
Yeah,
makes
you
sense.
see
to
the
be
bubble.
Able, to be able to see the
see
bubble.
Yeah.
the bubble itself, of course, yes.
Yes, that's why he called out the
We-
magical
Right on,
darkness.
right on.
We still got a stealth check though, so I presume there was a chance for us to get closer.
Oh man, what is their? These guys can't fly. God, it's been
the
so
s-
long. I'm sorry, I'm so
the
slow,
s-
everybody.
The
You're good, man.
Civics can fly. Is the
Yeah,
ones that
he's
I
not the
know.
one that's moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, the civic and the bronze I don't think have them. They do have wings. I don't know what they're for.
Show.
Show, I guess.
To count as a
fancy.
dragon, so that they give everybody, the buffs or whatever.
Right. You can't be a dragon unless you're wings.
All right, the Draconians take up defensive formations on the bridge. Rosalind, you are next.
Okay.
So you're technically not in the bubble, right? Are you?
Technically
Not at the
not
moment.
at the moment.
This would be your time to do that shatter and get in, so our door is open, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
And then it
And
does.
you could hit that civic.
It does tap the civic too.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my shatter.
Just to get that
That
part
is
out of the way.
Probably fine. So we'll go with, where is he? Oh, he's way down the list.
You can also control click on the map to target.
Yep. Control and click directly on tokens will give you a targeting.
Oh, jeez, that was a terrible shatter.
It does.
But,
How much does it do to objects then? I think it.
Full damage objects. There's no damage resistance to shatter.
Yep.
No,
They
it's-
fail their saves. is what-
Right.
that works.
And doesn't it bypass threshold too? I can't remember how that
Yeah.
works. Yeah.
It just does full damage.
Hey, you might have to do a few of those.
Yeah, you can hear the resounding crack of your spell successfully shattering against the apparently very well constructed ramshackle gate.
And then I'm gonna move over here.
Right. Yeah, we're kind of playing slingshot.
Really, since you can see over here. Oh no, I'm at a half. There we go. And oh, one sec. Yeah, I'm good. I said I want to.
All right.
Do we have the actual little turn highlight going? That would be really helpful. Next
Oh, sure.
actor, yeah.
Yep.
Because then we can click our own button too, just to help.
Boom.
Yeah, there we go. So you can click that little arrow down the corner. Well, it should have gone to Joseph. But I don't know.
Well, it
Well,
goes to the
there
people
are-
we can't see. Yeah.
Oh,
All right, it's Joseph's turn.
come on up.
Oh man. So I need to move with the group, right?
Yes, you are outside of the darkness though,
That's the
so
plan.
if you want to take the
If you
opportunity
have
to
a
pot
You
shot.
are. So am I moving? Same formation. I'm gonna be front left.
Right. But it is also,
Roughly.
oh, before your movement, you have an opportunity because you're not in the darkness to take a pot shot and then move in. So if you have something like
Yeah.
a sacred
I
flame or
could.
because you're not gonna be able to see much once you're in there.
My cantrip damage is an AoE. Shoot.
Yeah, even if you have a little something. it
Let's take a look at the big guy that. Well, it. What is it? Okay. What do we want to do? Do we want to hit the big guy, or are we trying to clear the threat as they cross to us?
I think any damage
Hit the big
done,
guy. The
yeah.
big guys are super scary.
Right.
Big guy. Okay.
Get him started.
He is going to raise his bent branch mace into the air, swing it, and cast Guiding Bolt at first level.
Hey, not bad.
And I need to. I think I set this up correctly. I hope. Guiding Bolt. So can I just click? Use
Roll
power.
click the guy to target.
Oh, got a control click yet?
Yep.
Yeah, you got
And then click
On
on
your sheet.
the save
There you
button.
go.
Like click on the gear and then the save.
He's targeting it. Yeah.
Save. Okay.
Yeah, you do save first.
Well,
and
it's
then
an
damage.
attack though. It's not
Oh
a
yeah,
save.
the attack. Yeah,
Oh
the
yeah, then do
cast.
attack. Yeah.
Or attack.
Oh, so close.
Natural
to
20.
Oh, it is a natural 20. Yes.
And then hit the damage button. It'll auto crit for you.
Oh, I was so hoping for that. Oh,
Too many
Oh,
ones.
those ones.
so many ones.
I hate it.
Amazing.
That is still a
though.
shit
That's
ton of
still,
damage.
That's still
Okay,
really
next
good
attack
for
on
us.
him gets advantage. So.
Yeah.
Nice. Next attack is advantage.
Yep. Because it's guiding bolt. So he'll sling a guiding bolt and then duck into the dark.
I would duck up next to me.
Yeah, get up a bit so
Next
he's
to-
got
Get ahead of
more-
me so I
he's
can
got
move more.
room,
Yeah,
yeah.
get ahead of you. Yep. Your
Yep.
back
Yep,
line.
yep.
And then if they come forward, they enter willingly and they take damage when that happens.
Sure.
If they
Okay.
do.
That's action, movement. Don't really have a bonus action I want to use right now, so I'll end my turn right there.
Okay, that brings us to Thrag.
Oh boy. Okay.
I should do that.
Yeah, sure. Like
Which
yeah.
Thrag
to,
is just on the edge.
to remind everybody, I think that's a good idea.
I think things have changed. Where's the ruler?
Two arrow. You hit both your right and left click mouse makes an arrow.
Thrag has a movement speed of 45.
Josephine between squares?
If I am, move me
Yeah,
to a
you
square,
are.
please.
Yep,
Thank you.
that's where you
Right.
should be.
I'm gonna move right off. Oh, let's ignore that. Gonna move 30 feet here. I'm going to bonus action rage. And I
trying
am.
to hit something.
Yes, I am trying to hit something.
How much movement did you use to get there?
30.
How much movement do you have?
45.
Okay, good. You can
Also,
you can come
don't
back.
That's
don't
the
forget
plan,
you
yeah.
could use your flying sword thing too.
That's
and get
true.
that set up while the darkness thing is going, but that's up to you. Just reminding.
Do it whatever order you're comfortable.
You know, I will. I will do that. I won't rage
Yeah,
this turn.
because
I
you're
will-
gonna come back into the darkness. You can do that after.
I will bonus action activate my dancing sword. Which I will have to figure out how to summon into existence. Did you guys figure out how to do that?
Oh, that's your
I think
sword. now.
Kyle had to add it.
Is it in there? Do we have a flying sword?
We have a flying sword in the turn order right now,
Yeah.
Can we get a token
Oh.
for
but
it?
not.
Yeah, I
A
don't know how to.
token at the moment.
Okay.
There we go.
Thank you. Okay, cool.
Wait, you don't remember the word?
No, I remember the word. I just didn't
What's the word?
remember.
pull open the notes.
The bird is the
All
word.
right, I'll scroll through the notes.
It's a magical sword that literally will only come to life when you say its owner's name. If you don't remember the name, you can't get the sword to move.
You have 6 seconds, real time. 6, 5.
I don't
One.
remember what episode.
Oh,
that was.
don't do this! Don't do this to me!
4,
Don't you do this to
5.
me! Please don't do this to me!
6. Do you have anything else you want to do for your bonus action?
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Too mean. Too mean.
I don't remember what.
Thrag
that-
says
I don't
the
If
word.
we
remember
had
the name.
played more than once in the past month,
Yeah, I
you
probably
know.
could remember it. Can
I
you
don't
give me a
remember.
freebie, Dungeon Master?
Wait, you didn't write down the name of the sword?
Oh, we did. I don't remember what episode it was.
Jacob, I think, wrote it down a while ago.
yeah, got it.
'Cause
Oh,
he-
this sounds like a dead ass magical item.
It was traded to me post several episodes past the getting of the sword. So when Jacob just gave
Sounds
it to
like
me and I
it's
put,
somebody else's turn.
all right. Well, while we figure that out, I am going to make 2 javelin attacks.
Do you remember the name of your javelins?
No.
They don't have names.
Oh, no. Their names are yes and no.
Yes and no. Yes, no, yes, no.
Range of 30.
You can easily hit either the bases.
Can I hit him? Does that
Which him?
qualify? The big guy in the back. Do you see?
Yeah,
the-
he's 30 away.
It's 30
Yeah.
feet, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The real question is, do I hit the Boz Draconians or do I hit the big guy?
Oh, that's your decision.
Yeah.
Bosdraconians might just cook themselves on their turn.
Potentially. They might have range.
Yeah, but they don't know that it's bad to walk into the darkness.
You can assume there's a visible.
Yeah,
effect.
I'm going to in the combat tracker target the Sivak Draconian. How do I shift?
Control click.
Control.
Click. Okay. I am not. Ooh, I think no, I'm not even raged. So this is going to be some very basic. Miss. Second attack.
Hey.
That is a hit.
Ah,
Nice.
That's 9 damage. Okay.
preferable.
He's heavy. He's heavy. He's not looking too hot.
Yeah, he just got crit by a guiding bolt. Oh, speaking of which, that first attack should have been an advantage.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, let me
Advantage
roll it again.
Yep, consume that
Let's
advantage.
get another roll because I think it has to happen. Well, it's one of these dice. The first one to roll. Which...
All right, that's a
it's
miss.
Either way, it's worse.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay. So, with that done, I'm going to slink into the shadows. Jacob, do you remember the Dancing Blade sword name?
Find a square. You're in the middle of
I've
one.
been looking this entire time, and I can't find the specific episodes that we have it on.
I think it was.
Damn, wasn't it a weird name?
Yeah, it's like an elven one.
Hmm.
Is it Burial?
Let's see.
I do not know what episode. There would be a lot of episode to scrub through. Where did
Yeah,
he?
it's
Where
around
did he get it?
2021.
Oh,
It was in the Tower of Wayrith.
Where?
It's around
There was the
episode
ghost
when you're
there.
21.
there's a very upset ghost right now.
Do we really not get the sword because he can't remember the name?
If you can't remember the name, the sword can't activate.
Yeah, but I don't remember the name. Thrag remembers the name.
Drag would never forget something that important.
Yeah, Thrag would not forget something.
That's a good argument. I would agree.
It also would have been like less time
said
than
it.
we've real time.
Here's the question:
You know?
Does Kyle remember the name? Is he just covering for? I don't know. Do you guys remember?
He's trying to get you to remind
I'm
you.
not. I'm not trying to get the. If I remember the name, the sword joins my side.
Tanadria.
That's how this works. Damn.
Oh, it is.
It's
Tanadria. I think.
Tanadria.
Oh, did you find it?
It's
Yeah.
in 21.
Write it down,
Nice.
please.
I knew you guys could do it.
All right, Thrag will speak the name, and the flying sword is right there.
What's the name?
Tanadria.
Okay, good. There you go.
You'll never forget it now.
Hopefully.
Also, it's in episode 21.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, can they move 15 feet or?
They only moved up so far, I think.
Oh, I meant the sword.
Does the sword come in after your initiative?
I think it's a thing, isn't it? Doesn't it
I think
work?
it's
Is it
part of your
effectively a
initiative.
spiritual weapon?
I think it's just basically a spiritual weapon, which is a thing you use on a
You
bonus
use a
action
bonus
on your
action
turn to do
to
stuff
move
with
it on
it.
your
Yeah,
turn, but you can
which-
make an attack.
Yeah.
You
on
just
the
need to
turn you
know its
summon it, I think you
location.
can too.
It's not attackable. It's just a thing that floats. It's literally just so we know where it is, because you can move it. It's the equivalent of the orb spell that does fire damage when it moves around. You can't really hit it or anything.
Okay. What do I want to do with this guy? Well, they're very brave.
I like that. It's a good trait.
Yeah, it's great.
Run right in.
It's a
Yeah.
dancing longsword.
So that's just
You would.
that's 3d8.
Okay.
So you can target him and just roll your spell for damage. And that'll just work.
Yeah, he's already targeted.
I think
from
they do
last
need to make a
time, or do I
save
need to
each
read?
time, so you might have to make him make a save first. I
Yeah.
don't think it's
probably.
I don't think it's automatic damage. They do have to roll something. Let me see.
In the Monday voice chat, I threw a link to the dancing longsword.
Yep. So you will be they'll be making a save, half on save, full on fail. So.
And his movement is halved in this area. FYI.
Oh, his movement's halved in the area. Shit. Could he
Huh?
make
Well,
it that far?
Yeah, he
plenty of
took
movement.
the air.
Okay.
Yep.
So getting out is basically difficult terrain until he leaves the area.
Dustin, did you make a attack with the sword?
Actually, no, he totally don't.
I did not.
You
got the one.
can on the
Yeah.
turn that you do it.
Wait,
Well,
could I
where-
use it as a reaction?
No, it's
No,
it's
it's
a
a bonus action attack.
Oh, I thought the bonus action required to summon
Just,
it.
you can just click damage. No,
You
Josh.
you throw
yeah.
it and it attacks in the same bonus
It'll,
action.
it'll cut it in half if it's
Oh.
in half. Yep. There you go.
Sweetness. All right, so he is half submerged into this bubble of pain. I believe with darkness, any melee attack he's making is at disadvantage. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Against anybody that's in the darkness, yes.
Okay. All right. So he's gonna target Joseph, and here we go. No, that was unselected. Okay. Okay. He tries to sweep you with the tail. It misses.
Okay.
Tries to hit you with a sword. That misses too.
Nice.
He tries to hit you with the sword again. That misses.
yeah.
All right, it's Josephine's turn.
That was shit. Okay. All right, let's do this. So we are. My turn's not even going to be that sweet. Jesus Christmas. We are going to. Kill me. We are going to summon a fucking spiritual weapon so we can have discipline. What is going on? All right, I'm casting spiritual weapon.
An army of swords gonna be up
Because
front here.
that's not concentration, so.
Nope, it's not.
So I will bonus action. Oh, jeez. I will bonus action summon it. Can I get another sword? Can you just put it? Can you put it next to him?
All right.
Copy paste swords.
No. Hold on.
Like that we're basically the orcs on the bridge of Helm's Deep right now.
So weird. It feels so weird. So I'm spending a second. Let me see. Go to my character. I mean, we don't have to mark where my sword is if you don't. It's however we want to do it. Actions. I can also like just make a. I can make a thing that I can move, Kyle. If that's easier too. Just like a single square thing. I could just be like, that's my sword.
Listen, we're trying to make this work, all right? I'm doing it on the fly. Just proceed with what you're doing.
Okay, I'm going to hit him with my 5-foot square, which is a sword, spiritual weapon, which flies in range that lasts a sec. Let me make sure. Make a melee attack. It's a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. Doesn't mean I need to see it. Okay, cool. So I want to make sure it wasn't a C situation. I mean. This is so fucking specific. Does the spiritual weapon have disadvantage on things that it hits in the darkness?
Probably.
I'll put it outside of the darkness.
Well, yeah.
That's fine.
Can things attack it? Because it
No.
doesn't have senses. It's
No.
an extension of your
It's
spell.
an extension. It doesn't matter. Let's just put it there
But-
so we don't have to think about it.
What initiative is it on?
It doesn't have
It hardly
initiative.
doesn't.
It's a bonus action for me to use,
good,
which
yeah,
is why I
it goes on
think
his
it
turn.
should probably just be
On
a
his
square.
turn, yeah.
My turn.
The
basically.
technically the flying sword thing doesn't have an initiative count either.
Right. Does it say anything?
I think we just grabbed that because it
within
was
range?
an easy to use token.
Make a
There you go. I made it next to you.
It would. I just put it near him. I don't need to see where it goes. So it can just like. Oh, can I move it? Kyle's-san. Is it possible?
Let me see if I
Or is
can
that
add
hard?
permissions. Just keep going.
Okay, I'm just gonna hit him. Let's do that weapon damage. I need to target him, right? Yeah. Hoya. And where the fuck is it on this list? Oh, spiritual weapon.
It was the bottom.
Okay. Here we go. Hoya. Oh, it got him. And he's gonna take. Jesus. He's gonna take 11 damage. That's okay. I'm glad I summoned it. Alright. Now that is my bonus action, I will now use. Since I've spent a spell slot, I cannot spend a spell slot in a main action. How much movement do I have on this nerd?
30.
Oh, no. I moved 20 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll just move in. I don't need to use a main action. You know what? I will main action dodge. That doesn't do anything because I'm already at disadvantage. Oh, fuck. Is there anything cool I can do main action?
Assist Thrag to get advantage.
I assist Thrag. I've never done that before, but I move so slow, but I will absolutely assist Thrag since I cannot do anything else feasibly that would be decent. I made a sword that I can't move yet, but soon. My turn's over.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep him targeted since he's in my radius now as well.
Hopefully, my knocking made them open the door. Will make them open the door.
Yeah, let's hope so. I mean, yeah, I'll do an assist. I was thinking maybe I could dash to move a little further since I'm the slowest one, but it's fine.
Why are you so slow?
Not sure. I'm pretty sure it's because of some stuff I have on me and some things going on.
Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll relearn.
Yeah, my walking is 20 feet. I believe it is due to what I am carrying.
Oh, encumbrance stuff?
Yep.
I know we left a lot of stuff on the horses.
All right. So shooting into the darkness. How's that fucking work?
I know there's a reason.
So it is the same. I think it's attacking an invisible creature. Like you
Yeah,
don't know
it's just
that there's
disadvantage.
anything there, so you have to like target a specific square that you think is going to be where the thing is, and then you make your attack with disadvantage in that square. If they pick a wrong square, it automatically misses.
Can we vote to not do that? Can we vote just to have it be disadvantage? I'm okay
good
with
with
it.
that.
I'm okay with it even if it hurts
Yeah,
us.
if you can pick a target. I mean, we can roleplay it as they're just shooting at the bubble, but maybe you roll a D D4.
I don't need
Pick
cow
a
roleplay
If
battleship.
you just roll a d8 and 1 through 5 is us, and the other 3 are misses.
It could be just random who it goes for. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna do random for who it goes for.
Rando.
That makes sense to me.
All right.
Even if that ends up hurting us, I don't. It's just too weird to pick a square to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Kyle's running.
technically how you're supposed to fight poltergeists. So that's how I looked it up.
I think it's. I
It
think
was
it's.
awful.
I think it's
That's why I
just
put a
kinda
mirror in that
silly.
room for you guys, so I could see it.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Like I added that mechanic because it was
Thank
a
you.
suggested thing, and I was
Thank
like,
you.
yeah, that sounds a lot better.
Okay. So we have 2 javelin attacks.
Should be a disadvantage, right? Is that just one attack?
No, they have the disadvantage
they
being
canceled
canceled
it.
out.
Got it.
The advantage for dragons being in
Probably
sight
something
is
like that.
Yes.
So we have to
Now-
kill the dragon.
Yeah. Which is
The
fair.
question is, did he untarget Josephine?
Josephine would have not been hit by a 14 or a 5. A
I
19.
don't know why I called you Josephine.
Oh.
You're Joseph.
Joseph. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
think
anyone would
every
be hit by
every
that
turn
low.
you have to retarget because it untargeted me too. When my turn came back around, I had to retarget the
It shouldn't be working like that.
It might be a new feature
Mine-
to untarget.
mine is still sticking to the guy.
really?
So
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Well,
Could be something you could turn on because that would sometimes be preferred to have your targets wiped for you.
Something is interesting here. It says he's targeting. I'm an idiot. Okay, next guy. That was the problem. I'm
Are you
dumb.
shooting around me?
No, I was rolling on the wrong guy. I was targeted correctly on a different dude.
a different person. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Oh god, those are both hits.
Ouch.
Okay. All right, Rosalind. Here we go.
Fortunately, I can't see it to shields.
All right, 2 flaming javelins scream through the darkness and hit you for 6 and 8 damage.
Okay.
Something for me to heal.
Oh boy!
If you could see it.
If I could see you. I mean, I just have to touch you. You're right in front of me.
I thought you didn't
That's
have to. Well, I guess it depends.
The
on
touch
you
you
Healing
don't.
word
The
is
touch
sight,
you don't.
Yeah, but
The
if you
word.
Yeah.
The word is the
cure wounds
problem,
should
but I can cure wounds.
Yep.
Ow. Reach his hand out towards the owl.
This is so goofy.
I
You
was
would
the
have a
flawless target.
Oh.
2 misses. Wait, nope,
Nice.
1 hit.
Oh, yep, one hit. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
1
there
hit.
we go.
All right, here we go.
And do I have the 5 temporary?
You
Not
have
anymore.
You have the 10 temporary.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It would
I
be
thought you
10.
recast
It would be 10 temporary, and then that should be gone automatically because I applied
Okay.
it to you.
Okay.
So remember, though, you can heal up to that amount too. So
Oh yeah. So that is something to note: is that it is a max amount of health. It's not actually temporary HP.
Not temp, it's maximum.
So you can always go back to that, which is good.
I need to manually apply this damage, right?
Oh,
What?
and you need to make a
Do it on
concentration
lights.
check.
Okay, I have Warcaster. I'll do that at advantage.
Just a DC 10.
Clicking it. 1 second. I'm finding it. Can't save.
There you go. With all 5 of our brains
Yeah, because
combined.
only 1 hit, right? Or
Did you only take 1? Yeah, 1 instance of damage. So yeah, that's.
Okay.
Yep.
that's enough.
yep.
And Rosalind wasn't concentrating on anything.
Nope. I
Okay.
don't think so. Shatter.
Yep, just shatter.
I'm not. Oh yes, Spirit Guardians.
Spirit
is.
Guardians is. Someday
I
there
just
will be-
mean you're getting hit by a javelin.
Okay. 8.
8 damage.
Okay, I gotta make a.
Wait, I thought it missed.
You got to throw 2 javelins?
Yeah,
There's 2
21.
rolls?
12 and a 8.
It says hit, and then it hit.
It's
Oh,
a
it's
22 and a
damage.
12, and the 8 is the damage from the 22.
There you go.
It's crazy.
So I am taking 8. Let me just apply that to me really quick. Oh, where am I? Beep beep. Oh, wait, it applies automatically to me, right? I don't have to apply my own damage on here.
It didn't
You
look
shouldn't.
like it did to me.
It did. It just took out your temps.
Yeah. Mine, yeah, I see 8 wounds, so yeah, we see wounds instead of other stuff.
Okay.
The
okay.
wound number, cool.
It
And
got
then I make a
wound.
con, and I'm pretty sure, let me just double check. I'm also a Warcaster, right? It's been a while. I am Warcaster. Okay, let's get it. Oh, where's my saves? Where do they hide? I never do saves. Where do they hide saves in this thing?
Main.
Okay,
right-hand
yeah,
column.
here we go. Advantage. Constitution. Okay, we're fine.
Nice, you're good. You.
Oh, all right. We got another hit on Joseph
Ouchie.
for max damage. All right, there you go.
Ouchie.
And then
That's a present for the Red Dragon Army.
how much damage is it? I can't see it.
That was 12.
Oh, okay. Another con save.
I'm trying to click fast enough. All these buttons are weird.
I'm good.
All right, Frixus.
back to my turn.
It is
huh?
back to you, and it is 11 o'clock.
Yeah, how do we want to do
Um,
this? Do we want to hold on?
We
We
want to
could
take
stop
Frixus. Well,
We'll be here until 1 in the morning. If
Yeah,
we
I'm
can
okay to
figure
come
it
back at the top of a round. It's fun, kind of fun.
all right. I feel bad because Jacob's been waiting, so I felt
Oh
like
no, it's fine.
okay.
Let Jacob go in his.
No, I already know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
You
we
know?
can plan too.
I'm just gonna write it down for next time.
That makes sense. Yeah,
out.
being
We got
at the
an
top
awesome
of the
setup.
round
I
is
think,
nice.
Yeah, we'll get a little ways.
At the very least, this will be one of the most memorable combats I think we've ever had. So that'll be cool. So far, so
No.
good.
Yeah.
Dragon
50% hits.
Give you an idea.
Rosalind needs to fireball that tower.
Yeah. So how this is supposed to work if I'm activating the darkness is I like run at a guy, hit him, and then run away. Because they also can't opportunity attack you because they can't see you. That's another thing.
Right, opportunities
target
to.
you, yeah.
That's for us too. Remember that. That's for us too.
Yeah.
We also can't take ops while we're in it.
Only one.
This is so.
Separate against
I
Fixes.
just think it's crazy that this is working. I mean, I knew it. Yeah, it's obvious that it would, but it's just so like, why haven't we done this before? This is kind of funny.
Because
Can
of the
kill the rest of the
movement
dragons.
speed.
The movement is
You know?
weird, but it does.
Yeah.
If you're just
It's gonna
sort
take
of
us 10
inching
minutes to get to
forward,
that freaking thing.
I'm sure
Well,
it'll fall
if we-
through. But
So, if there's a turn where we can't do anything, we can hold a movement, right, for when
you can
Fritz's
ready,
moves.
but yeah, you are consuming your action to ready
Yeah,
a movement
yeah.
when you leave. Basically, like when the darkness is off me, I move. You can do that.
Yeah.
It'll
Work out. I think we got it.
if you're, but that is us not using actions, and then the random
Yeah.
roulette is going around, and it's more and more chances that Frixis gets
Well,
hits.
we
and
can't
fails the
see
check.
out of the bubble anyway to use actions, so that's fine.
Well, being able to ideally being able to use your movement to walk off the edge of the bubble and do something and
Oh,
walk
step
back
out,
is
man, I
nice.
see.
That's
I
what
see, yeah.
that's what
I know what we
Dustin
accidentally
started
are
doing.
doing.
It's
Yeah.
how it's gonna work, I think.
That was my plan
Yeah.
as well.
I'm so slow, it might be a situation where it'll be okay to leave me behind a square, and then I can do a thing and walk in. Because there might eventually be a lot between me and you, Frixis. Once that happens, it might want to be a little safer.
Right.
But right now, it's only a couple things between me and you.
I will say the darkness spell is pretty clutch. in
It
this
is cool.
situation.
Are you able to cast it? Do you have a save for another one if yours drops?
I-
I would save
That
for
that is
that scenario.
that is why I decided not to do Armor of Agathis.
Okay, yeah.
It was so that I could do that.
Wise.
Getting
Okay.
getting the darkness back will be probably pretty needed, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes, guys.
Yeah,
You can also do stupid shit like this with the rope trick thing, like step out,
Sure.
fire, go back in.
Sure.
Yeah, one that's the thing that made me think about a different plan is this Dragon Army Soldier 5. He reminded me that walls are not very tall,
That's true.
and that a really good target for a fireball is someone standing on top of the wall.
Whoops.
Well, wouldn't you want to hit the 3 in the back?
Yeah, you'd want
Or
to
is
get as
that-
many as you can in a
There's
fireball.
probably a bunch of people behind this gate.
Also,
So
Alafi
Laffy is up there.
Up there.
So
That is
Yeah.
one of the reasons I am single target damaging up
Right,
there.
right.
That is
currently.
okay. That's
But I'm,
fair.
I'm gonna take out the Civic still, I think, is the plan. So
Yeah,
He is.
Civic and then run up past
he's
him. in
he's
pass.
low. Yeah, I think it's just we got to be ready for lots of guys to start coming onto this thing once the further
Oh.
in we get. Interesting.
one thing to remember, these guys all explode when they die.
That is true too. So we're gonna be dealing with that. Well, we just got to keep up. What healing?
A
we
bunch of
can-
petrified people would not be great.
Right.
And I
Depends on
think
which
that's
one.
the big guys that are on the
Oh.
bridge.
The big
That's
guys. Oh, the
that,
two
yeah.
on the bridge are
Yeah,
petrified.
I think so. I'm gonna look up which
We might
type it
need
is,
to
but-
prioritize some AoE on them then. I think that might be worth. I don't know. How many fireballs do you have in the tank, Rosler? Or how many spell
3.
slots that can you have 3? Okay. We definitely need to utilize those very well if we have a chance.
Yeah, the
Um,
Civic does
They also
frighten.
know.
The
They also
Baz
know
do
we have a
petrification.
caster, so
They-
they might spread out. It's gonna
Okay.
be.
That is a thing, and they might have a caster somewhere that hasn't shown themselves yet. Be
Yeah.
prepared for
Yeah.
that.
That is the other thing that I was saving a spell slot for. I do
Potential
have counter spell.
Potential counter.
But
Yeah.
they can't see to counter the spell,
One of
right?
them.
So as long
Uh,
as the darkness is
our-
They
up.
can
Ours-
dispel the darkness itself.
yeah,
but
the
they wouldn't be
darkness
able to do-
itself.
But I'm saying if he casts the fireball while inside the darkness, you have to be able to see the spell being cast to catch it, right? So
Oh, if we're casting spells inside of the
Yeah.
darkness, yeah, that's a
Yes.
problem.
yeah,
for them.
So when
to
the darkness
counter.
goes down, we definitely gotta watch for that kind of crap, and then Jacob's pulling the counter.
Right.
You know.
I was thinking about if we run into a caster who's going to attempt to dispel things, if that happens.
I know people crap on the counter gameplay, but it is some of the most intense, like,
It's fun.
crapping my
I think
pants
it's
of
fun.
rolling. I love it.
I
a
only have
lot.
2 spell slot, or I have 1 spell slot left, so I can't really counter.
Yeah, easy on that. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, did somebody get crit? No. Did one of us get crit?
No.
Okay, because I have silvery barbs. I didn't think about save that.
I also have silvery barbs.
It is a good use of first level spells. I'm mostly utility, so let's see what I'll probably use most of them
I
for.
do also have a very confusing spell with my group, which is Tasha's Caustic Brew, which is a line constant damage, and you get to. And we can just. The funny thing is, this could be. They have to rub off thunder damage.
Right. Yeah.
Oh god. That'd be weird.
If a caster appears, we should try and focus them. If we can.
That's
it's possible.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. Which is fun.
Fortunately for them, we're all casters.
Not quite.
They're guessing in a
throwing
dark.
Yeah.
Right now, they're
right now.
They're like, there's at least one caster in there. Get it.
I feel like
Make that stupid bubble go down.
I feel like it'll be tough for them between 5 people. One of them isn't a caster, so it's just. I mean, they don't really have to try. They could just be like,
We got this.
4 times out of
We've got
5,
great
they're gonna
setup.
hit somebody who's
Think
casting.
we're good.
Just trying to look at my spells again, see if there's interesting.
I would like to say thank you, everybody, for joining us for this game.
Yeah.
And I look forward to seeing where this combat goes in our next session. It's gonna be fun on a bun.
All right. Bye.
Good night. Thank
Bye.
you.